And we're here. Hello, everyone. Everyone say hello to Bug. This is Bug. Bug is the cool bug alien lady. In some ways more into old things than I am, but in a very different way. And we're going to talk about it, but we were talking about the who's this despicable scoundrel? Hello, Kinski. Well, thank you for the first time chat. I'm assuming this is one of your regulars, because that it would have been really funny if I had just banned without saying anything. Oh no! Hold on. Bug is silent. Bug has been silenced. I forget about this nonsense. Say it, Bug.
Hello?
There we go. We gotcha. There we go.
Now.
No, Bug is not muted. Nando, I don't know how many times you've done this, but like Discord, you can't just like grab any Discord source. The Discord audio grab has to grab the exact window. It's really annoying.
Oh yeah, so we missed it. We were talking about how much we hate Kinski Unplugged.
Yeah, I was saying like, I wonder if I could just, I wonder if it would be funny for me to just ban Kinski Unplugged without even saying anything. Just death. Just instantaneous death. Yeah, muted for you. Yeah. This was Ematic. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, me and Bug were talking about the I don't have a first redeem. But I do respect people's desire to be first, including Bug's. It's a understandable impulse to all right, Mer, have a good night. Before I even get the hellos in. And the impulse to be first, and I don't even have a first redeem. But Kari,
you should get one.
Has a redeem that is thank you, Hazmat. Kari has a redeem for first and second and third and so on. And Bug was like, oh yeah, it's really easy. You just need to pull it from a database that has like the correct spellings for, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, etc., and just use like an edit data recursive function. I was like, I'm thinking about that, and then just like using a database, but instead of it having like the right first, second, third, etc., it does the shitty I'll have to type it out. The shitty Excel.
Fucking Excel.
Ass way of doing it.
I mean, in theory, it would still, if it works, right?
I mean,
Nothing's stupid if it works.
I mean, it's stupid in the sense that it's not what anybody likes other than me.
No, it looks horrible, but it would be funny.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it's just, if it just takes strings, then like, and here's another version of it. You can do this like make it unique per user. Bug.
Okay.
I think you'll understand this. A unique redeem per user, and each redeem gives a single word of.
Oh.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's gonna give you each. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of are cooking there.
Yeah.
I also like a full 100 entry else if someone types in chat if this is their first, second, third time. So it checks every message. It runs the full and else if case. That's how you kill your computer.
Yeah. And there's something that's so deeply funny because like there's something so deeply funny about that because like when Bug was on here, not the most recent time, but the time before that, we wound up having a nightmare of a time with killing my computer.
With Monster Hunter.
With Monster Hunter. I have managed to run my model and Monster Hunter at the same time on stream, and the solution was very simple. It was get another computer and run VTS and Monster Hunter on different computers.
That's that's like the way, right?
Yeah, no, the dual PC setup is amazing. Dual PC setup rules. I'm currently being hampered in the dual PC setup by the fact that the PC that I got was so hideously loaded with bloatware that like I had to like do a clean OS install, but I installed Ubuntu. And
Okay.
I which is fine, except for the fact that like I am a dumbass. I feel so stupid about this. My
Okay.
desktop that is like this little mini PC that is I really just want to be just my streamer PC and not a daily driver has an AMD video card.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
that's...
my laptop, my gaming laptop has an NVIDIA video card.
Okay. Yeah,
And
no
just
other
like
way around.
just like every problem that you have with Linux and like gaming is like a NVIDIA problem. Well, not
I'm not an AMD fan. But it's because I do like 3D stuff and I need those CUDA cores. I need the CUDA cores.
See, I am a moron. I just use Linux because my hatred of pop-ups and like ads is just like so extreme. Like,
no, trust me. I ran Debian for a decade.
Okay, yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. I've usually used Ubuntu and Mint because I'm a wuss.
Is Mint?
Mint's good.
What is Mint built on?
I think it's an Ubuntu.
Is it? Oh, it is. It is based on Ubuntu. Okay.
Yeah. So I've never. I have used Debian. I have used Debian, but like for school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
there's
a Linux. Yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking of LMDE, which is Linux Mint Debian edition.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Unless you're on the Thank you, Kinski.
Thank you, Kirill. I mean, I just like Mint as a flavor. So like having used
same.
Having used a variety of and honestly, actually, there's a specific Windows feature that Mint has that Windows 11 doesn't.
Okay.
Which is the ability to move the taskbar wherever I fucking want.
Wait. Well, I mean, you can pin it to edges of the screen on Windows, but not everywhere.
It's very annoying. I used Pop for a while, Tayamisi. I had a System 76 laptop, and I'm just gonna be honest with folks. Don't buy System 76. Like, huge regret.
That is.
They're the people who make Pop OS. They also have a hardware company attached to them. I don't like the hardware. Don't do it.
I feel like if I was getting I'm gonna be honest. I think if I was getting like a laptop in current era, I would just buy a used ThinkPad still.
I honestly, the previous the last computer I got that I was truly happy with was an Asus G75 VW in like 2016. And there's a part of me that thinks like the best route I should have gone. I'm like still considering this. I'm considering returning the computer that I just got and buying a refurbished Asus G75 VW from 2016.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because this thing has the fucking TUF book that I got has a dedicated Copilot button. That's how fucking cooked this is. That's how fucking cooked this fucking thing is. And the specific issue I've got is that it's there's something with the sound card, and I'm trying to figure out if it's like I didn't install like a driver correctly or not. If it turns out like all the drivers are correct and it's still like crunching the audio through like a rock crusher, I might try to figure out if I can return it. But it's so. God, it's so heavy on the AI nonsense that like I did install Monster Hunter on it, and guess this thing is a 4070, right?
Okay. Oh, and it was stuttery.
No,
there's so much bullshit.
On medium graphics, how many frames do you think I was getting?
45.
9.
Oh, okay. Actually, speaking of AI helper bullshit that I don't want or care about, my iPhone has been trying to update for like 4 months, and I keep telling it no.
My iPhone's an iPhone X. I think it's given up on trying to get me to update.
No, I think they backported the most recent iOS.
I'm fortunately not using my iPhone as a daily driver. I literally just use it for
For VTubing?
I use it specifically just for the Droid Cam hookup. I'm just using it as a hand. I'm literally just using it as a hand cam. So I don't even think it's connected to the internet. I don't even think it's touched the internet in like 6 months.
I use my iPhone both as a daily driver and for ARKit tracking.
Okay.
Which is not a good combo. If you want to get into VTubing, get a different phone. But have 2 phones, one for tracking and one for not, because your battery life dies. It's so bad.
Amusingly, I bought the iPhone X. Have I talked with you about my iPhone problems?
No, I have not heard. I'm listening.
Okay. So I have an iPhone X, and I bought it explicitly and only for using for Vbridger, because we were going to talk about Vbridger earlier. I bought it explicitly for that purpose, and it turns out that the iPhone tracking doesn't think I have a fucking face.
Okay.
Like, my face just breaks the iPhone tracking. I've spent like almost 40 hours. Is it the
phone itself?
I don't know.
Have you tried a different iPhone?
I have not tried a different iPhone, because that would require me to buy another iPhone, and that I'm not going to spend another $100 fucking dollars.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I have an iPhone that I use as a hand cam, and I'm using a fucking Logitech webcam for my Vbridger, like a absolute schmuck. Which partially explains why my mouth looks all messed up and doesn't track in a way that makes me happy.
Yeah, that's like the limitations that you have with webcam tracking. It's not. It is what it is, but it's not great. I think the built-in VTube Studio webcam tracking got an upgrade recently, but only I think for Nvidia cards.
Yes, which I don't have on my streaming PC.
Which is such a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's and I just like really don't want to like I don't know. There's a part of me that's like if I get like serious money, or like
yeah,
if I get like really if my like economic situation changes really radically, where I can just like blow like $10,000 without it being like the kind of expense that like makes me want to die, like I will just like completely swap around my computer situation completely.
Yeah, I mean, if I could spend $10,000 freely, that would just be cool. I don't have much to say. There's no world in which I imagine I could just make a just relaxed $10,000 purchase.
I mean, $10,000 is like an enormous amount to spend on a computer.
It's so much.
Even if you're buying like to me, like spending more.
It's like a brand new car.
Yeah, it is not, Bug.
I mean, it depends. Yeah.
Are you somehow in America buying?
I've only bought used cars. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like, are you somehow in America buying like Tata Motors cars? Like,
I don't know how much new cars cost.
It's usually more like 100.
Are they really?
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, car prices have been accelerating pretty badly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you can like there's some like the types of cars that I would. I have also never bought a new car. My car
drive
purchase
a '90s car.
Yeah, no. I have owned every single car that I have personally owned. I've owned 2 cars in my life, and I managed to run them into the fucking ground. And they were both 1993 Nissan Maximas.
Those are nice cars, though.
Yeah, they are. They are. And I would, if I were buying a car like in my current situation, the chance that it was like a 2004 Honda Civic would be extremely high.
Yeah, I've been like, there's a used Honda Civic that I've been eyeing, and I really want one.
Kinski says Bug drives a Geo Metro she got for $2. My uncle drives a Geo Metro, and he bought it like no frills. Like he went to the dealer and he was like, I want no options. I just want like the car.
Okay.
So there was one of the things that turns out was an optional purchase that did so he didn't get it is a right-hand mirror. The right mirror is just like it's just not there. There's just a
okay.
There's just,
okay.
Which like and there's like a thing over the spot for it. Like there's still like a spot for it on the right-hand door, but there's like a thing. There's like a
there's a cap.
There's like a cap. There's no mirror there. There's nothing there. There's just like there's just like a black piece of plastic to keep like this, so there's not like a hole there. But there's just something like completely crazy about the fact that like this means that on the assembly line, like they made
a car without a right-hand mirror.
Yeah, well, and that also means that they've got a SKU for that in the assembly line for like the right-hand mirror cab. Like
it's so funny. That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Just keeping that SKU in the database has got to be more expensive than like like you're selling this like 3 times without that optional. Like
I'm so out of touch with modern cars. I'm gonna be so for real.
They're wild. They're wild.
I like any car past 2000. I don't know anything about.
I will say so. Like I don't know if Wise. I don't think ever actually got to ride in it. I know Hal Bernacht got to ride with me as a driver. A couple of people. Nagi is not in chat because she's live right now. She's been in that car. Mix has been in that car. For Magfest I drove. Which is fucking stupid. Don't drive to Magfest, folks. Don't fucking do it. The parking was a nightmare. Yeah, you did. I rented, which is also a mistake. I've got housing set up for a hazmat, but I haven't bought the tickets, so not guaranteed. And
I was gonna go, and then I moved, and my savings went.
Okay.
So I got next year.
But what's the word I'm looking for here? So I drove a Kia Soul, which is a recent car, and it looks stupid as fuck.
They look, I know a Kia Soul. They look very interesting, we'll say.
They look stupid, but I have to say that having driven it, rocked.
Are they nice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually very good for driving. It's the furry car.
What's the Kia that everybody just steals?
I don't know. I don't know. I would assume that the most stolen car is a well, I'll finish my thought about the Kia Soul, which is like it is like of all the cars I think I've ever driven, it had like the most open window space looking backwards.
Okay.
Like if you turn over your shoulders to like figure out if you're going to ram into somebody on the left or right side when you're changing lanes on the highway, you will be able to tell, which is like very, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay.
Like I really like that as a feature in a car that I have less anxiety about
just being able to see if you're gonna hit someone. That's probably a good feature.
My parents have a car that just like you can't fucking tell, man. The blind spot's like 75%. It's like off. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And,
okay. So Orc Florist said it's Kias and Hyundais from 2014 to 2019. You just plug a USB in. And
my god!
They start up.
No way!
Yeah, they just start up. This is like a thing.
This is reinforcing my fucking old man habits and beliefs here. Just like the physical key is good.
The physical key is good. I don't understand why they need to have the push start.
It doesn't add anything.
It's stupid.
It's like a non-feature. And there's also like an era. This is one of those things that was nice about driving this Kia Soul compared to like some of the cars that I've like borrowed from like 2010 to 2020 that are just like they don't have tactile feedback for any of the controls. It's all touchscreen. No. And like having a touchscreen for the fan and for the volume controls is just like, why would you do this?
Yeah, let me take my eyes off the road to I'm gone.
Yeah. Exactly what happened.
I'm back.
Yeah. When you take my eyes off the road, I'm gone. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, touchscreen is fucking insanity. I know people who think it's cool. Yeah.
It's if I need to edit the volume of what I'm listening to, if I need to look away from the road, it's shit.
Yeah, no, the saying "oh no" and then disappear. Yeah, it's no, like anime. Like I come from like a fairly big family, and so like a fairly large percentage of my driving experience is like everybody. Like you always have somebody else in the car, and like you're dividing up car tasks. So like a lot of my experience in life, like me and my mom, like both, like cannot keep road directions straight.
Okay.
Like we're like really bad at keeping at navigating while we're driving. So like we just are like used to expecting the passenger to like tell us when we need to turn and stuff like that. It's like, okay, now that I've got like the little driver servant, like the touchscreen is like kind of acceptable. But like,
I would have been. I hate touchscreens.
I hate touchscreen in general.
Yeah.
In general, by default, I hate touchscreens, and I've hated them. I'm like a long-term hater. I've hated them since the 90s. I've hated them since like 92 at least, because they started putting them in fucking museums.
God.
Back then.
I am glad that most of the museums that I have been to, even in recent times, do not have touchscreens. Everything's still tactile.
Oh, I remember going to like the Field Museum in like 1992, and they were using like touchscreens because it's like cool and like the future because it's
cool
1990s. It's 1992 edutainment aesthetic, right?
Wow.
And it's like it's the future to have these
shitty touchscreens nobody likes.
Well, I guess somebody liked them, and these are like the old school touchscreens, right? Where it's like a CRT with like a light gun kind of thing going on, and
those are so funny.
Those are so funny. You just like have to tap every button like 5 times, and then they've
so bad.
They've just never gotten better for me. Like my typing speed on my phone is like literally 2 words per minute.
Mine is so bad. I think I'm up to like 30, but like.
That's
on a keyboard,
yeah.
On a keyboard, I'm 135.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not particularly fast on a keyboard. I'm still in the 90s.
Yeah, but like on my phone, I'm at like 30.
Yeah, I go from 90 to 2. Like,
and I typo so constantly.
Yeah, I'm accounting for the fact that like I have to be constantly like deleting things and like rewriting.
Yeah,
them.
no, same. It's so bad.
And my current phone doesn't do this. My current phone's autocorrect is only like pretty bad. I did have a phone for a while where the autocorrect on it, I'm like 100. Like this was like one of the most infuriating conversations I had with people for years. I'd complain about my autocorrect and people like, well, it learns from you, and I'm like, no,
the hell it does not.
No, this one did not learn from me because it thinks the word actually is a misspelling of skagit, which isn't a word that I know. Like,
what the fuck?
Like, this was programmed. This has to be programmed by like non-English speakers. This has to be like I'm thinking it was some sort of Scandinavian, because like they would have like
so
city
funny.
place names in Sweden would be like on the autocorrect, but it didn't believe in apostrophe s. I had to manually program in apostrophe s for like every single person's name
For everything.
for everything. Like,
no, that's a good phone. No, I like that. No,
I think that was an Asus.
No, I've swapped my opinion now. Now I think autocorrect and touchscreens are good. This is good. We have to go back. We have to switch the conversation topic to how good smartphones are now, because the Scandinavian street autocorrect is the best thing I've ever heard.
Fucking Swedish chefified.
It's so funny. That's so funny.
I was just like, I would not have been so mad about it if it wasn't for the fact that like people just like didn't believe.
This is crazy.
People
didn't believe you.
Yeah, people didn't believe me. They were like, no, like this is like it's learning from you. I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way.
No, they gave you a fucking. They like shipped the wrong one to America.
Yes.
because you know how they like region set phones, right?
Yeah.
I think you literally got the wrong region set.
That's entirely possible. That's entirely freaking possible.
Because
it's like,
I believe like the dictionary and the autocorrect stuff is all stored on ROM.
okay.
So I think you just had the wrong ROM.
That would make the most sense because I was just like losing
But
my
it's
mind.
Still really funny. It's still really, really, really funny.
like you're there's just like no way that like you type in like John S and like it auto corrects to like Jurgens with no apostrophe, right? Like that's like
No, that's really good.
yeah, it's just like not real. Like,
I think we should give everyone a Scandinavian ROM on their phone and see how fucked up everything gets.
can
Just
you
full
imagine?
anarchy.
Well, and I mean, like the best part is like you give that to me, and like I complain about it here, right? But like
Yeah.
I use actually as a generic intensifier, because I like it. I like actually as a generic intensifier.
Yeah.
Like I am one of those people who got mad about people using literally incorrectly, and then just became a menace in a different direction. And then. But like I will see like Skagit on my phone. I was just like, that's not a fucking word, and I like delete and retype the sentence. like, do you really think that like Donald Trump would like delete and retype his sentences if there like are that many spelling mistakes?
No, he would just send it. He would just run it.
I do think though that he has like such an idiosyncratic typing style that he might actually really care. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it a little bit more. He's like such an idiosyncratic typing style. Like
Feifei line. I still don't know what he was trying to say there. I don't know what he was cooking.
Where? Sorry, like I missed the subject.
Oh, I think about the Feifei tweet.
The Feifei,
I still don't know what this means.
I mean, that's a case of him like, dude, he definitely did send the typo there. That's like he definitely did send the typo.
He just ran it. He like messed up and he just went, it's funny.
But he's like got such a like idiosyncratic style of using capitals.
Yeah, he does.
That's like, I can only describe his capitals styling as like pre-2000 infomercial.
No, I get it. I understand what you mean.
Yeah, like it's very idiosyncratic. Like you can't do that like either by accident or like super easily. Like that requires work. That requires craftsmanship. That requires like
you give your grandma a phone, and after a couple years, she be cooking like that.
So like I'm thinking about like neither of my grandmothers would have.
No, yeah.
Like my paternal grandmother was like very proper.
Yeah.
Like she would type like exactly because like we wrote letters to each other all the time. So like I know her writing style. Like she would stick to it, and like I know that she'll just like take the time because she did not respect her own time, and I have learned to respect this intensely.
Okay.
The just like, was I seriously doing something that much better with my time? Question. Like was I really doing something that was so important that I couldn't just like take the time to like bake my own bread? It's like, turns out no. Like
yeah, turns out no. I'm very like, I just like type in the quickest possible way. I have no punctuation. I have nothing.
Well, I mean, that's an artifact of us being online for eternity.
That's fair. But even when I wasn't, even like when like phones were like newer and people were typing like with proper capitals and stuff, I just stuck to like lowercase.
Stick to like the AOL Instant Messenger style of communication. Yeah. I like I've like even done then like fairly formal things. Oh, you might enjoy this.
Okay.
Then that reminds me of something I really enjoy. One of the most important tabletop RPGs, to my money, is called Kill Puppies for Satan.
Okay.
It is the first game by Vincent Baker, who is, for my money, the best and most important RPG designer in the TTRPG world. Well, an absolute titan. Made the best single GMing advice ever, by far, which is in the Apocalypse World chapter on GMing. If you are thinking about running an RPG, pick up the Apocalypse World book and read that chapter. You should be able to get it for free these days.
Okay.
It's incredible advice. It's genius advice, and it applies to every system. It's system agnostic GMing advice. Anyway, his first one was Kill Puppies for Satan, which he made in a fit of rage over how incredibly self-serious the online community for Ars Magica was.
Okay.
Which is a rules as a place to start from. And he you suck in this game. Like you suck so much. The characters cannot be good guys. You are people who have already made deals with Satan.
Yeah.
You're already making deals with Satan, and you're not powerful. You are not like the guys who are like running like oil companies or anything like that. You're just the fucking you're the people like huffing behind the gas station.
Yeah, you're huffing paint, and you're the like the cult members that just are the bottom barrel.
You're bottom barrel cult members in the service of Satan, and it's called that because like the strategy that like Satan wants you to participate in is like commit acts of cruelty that are so pointless that people lose their faith in God. Like you're not supposed to be like major evil. You're just supposed to like break people's hearts in like incredibly pointless, sleazy ways. But the thing that you might like about this is that the way that it is written is Courier new.
Okay.
Courier new, really cramped, no capitalization.
Oh my god.
But proper punctuation.
Dude. Okay, so it's fucking impossible to read.
No, it just looks like shit. It's
well, yeah, but I mean, like Courier New already fucking sucks to read. Like genuinely, Courier New is horrid.
I am extremely unintimidated by Courier New, but that's because I come from like I've done like history as a discipline, and like that's what government documents are in up until like very recently. Up until like very recently.
I don't know why.
Typewriters.
Because like, I guess, but like even like Courier New like bold is just immensely better.
Yeah.
It's just like default Courier New is like so faint. It's like so hard to read.
The number of papers, Bug, that I have read that are like third generation photocopies.
Oh my god.
In Courier, where like
see, I'm spoiled.
Where you can see like different like the punch mark holes on the left side are like misaligned from different generations of when it was like photocopied and punched in.
I'm very spoiled in that like a lot of the things I'm reading have been like fully digitized and written down in like an EPUB format. So it's just all of the text can be changed to any font.
Yeah, no, that's good now, but like, God, like,
no, I know.
And also there's also like a fairly long stretch where like LaTeX wasn't like a thing, right?
Okay.
So, like people are writing math papers and stuff.
Oh. Yeah,
so I remember working with a paper that was like I was working on a subject where like the Soviet Union was like still was like way ahead of the US. So like the only versions of the paper that exist in English are like government FOIA translations, and then it'll be like this like very clipped like very like military intelligence style translation of scientific text, which is already a nightmare, in Courier New, and then whenever they get to anything mathematical, it's just written in pen.
No, that's okay. We need to go back.
Just really counting on just some random government bureaucrat's ability to handwrite Greek for telling if you're looking at the right equation or not. It's like, is this a delta or a gamma? Like,
there's a lot That was the genuinely back because I've read a lot of like medical journals just like as a hobby, which is a weird hobby, I understand, but it's
Yes,
just
it
like
is.
I don't know. But a lot of older ones will be mixed. They'll it's just a scan of like a typewriter, and then it's just got like them just crossing things out and writing over it in pen, and it's just like a nightmare.
Oh hell yeah, I love that. That's perfect medicine. That's
Yeah, no, it's just like no, that's wrong, nope, not anymore.
it's metal as fuck. Yeah, I mean it is. It is. It is. And it's like, and congrats on the forklift certification, John.
Yeah, congrats again, John.
Some CIA scribe faking higher level math till he makes it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's that's sometimes that's what life is like.
Yeah, sometimes you have to fake knowing what math is.
Oftentimes. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing about math is like everybody's going to get the same results. So like if you fake math and it works, you actually succeeded.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
As long as you get the end result, like it's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's the same with like coding. I try to tell people that like if you code something and you get the end result and your computer's not screaming, you did it. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is a lot of times your computer will scream if you don't do it in a specific manner.
Oh, Bug, you're gonna really appreciate this one.
Okay.
Friend of the channel, Ronan Hostoria. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So, she's recently been having a very funny form of computer drama.
Okay.
Her OBS is running at 15 gigabytes of RAM.
That's okay. I know the issue then.
Actually, I'm curious. What do you think the issue is? Because I know what the issue is.
She's not unloading images or browser
Nope.
sources.
Well,
No?
it is a browser source image, but it's a very specific. It's so much more specific.
Oh my god! Wait, what did she load on a browser source?
There's a single browser source that's using up 15 gigabytes by itself,
What would?
and it's chat. It's her chat widget is using up 15 gigabytes.
How is it doing that?
It's a Stream Elements chat widget, and I'm assuming that my only assumption, I'm not nearly as computer literate as you, so like you can tell
Yeah,
me.
okay.
You would have a much better idea about this. I'm being the dumbass here, and I am assuming that Stream Elements, because they're a bunch of shit fuck assholes who I do not respect or like, and I'm very glad I don't use any of their stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Get away from Stream Elements if you can, folks. Like they
I
suck.
need to move away from it. Still, I'm using a chat widget. That's the only thing.
I was using their quote command, and then I migrated it over to Streamerbot. So
I have to remake my chat bubbles again, and I'm just like dreading it.
yeah, so
I made them in Stream Elements.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks, buddy.
Yeah.
That's rough. But yeah, her Stream Elements chat widget. I'm assuming, since it's not like actually that complicated of a chat widget, that Stream Elements is doing some AI bullshit.
I don't think so, because I use Stream Elements chat widget and it's fine.
Okay.
So I don't think it's that.
Also, John used the darken thing, and I don't have that set up for this.
It's okay, scam John. It's funny.
No. I'm gonna do it manually. Do I want to do brightness or do I want to do gamma? Gamma will. Gamma's a little more fucked up.
I'm way more evil than you. If somebody redeems something and I don't have it set up, I just literally go, "Oh, guys, I guess you got scammed," and I just run. I just keep going.
I am a nice boy. I can't do it. I'm a nice boy. I can't do that.
I have like a trillion redeems, and half of the time they don't work, and I just go, "Oh, guys, you got scammed," and then just keeps going.
Oh no, I went like the opposite direction where like I have does that look different enough for folks or too different? I will take feedback. I will need to like change this one because the flip the lights, I actually do it by source, not by I did this one as a I did this one for the entire scene because it's faster.
Yeah.
But I usually do it by actually no, fuck it.
Bug is a big scammer. I love scamming. You
'cause
don't understand.
there's like so few sources on this one. I can do it the way I want to do it, which is doing it via source. Okay.
So the reason
one.
I scam,
Yeah.
the reason I scam, right, is because my all of my redeems are automated, right?
Yeah.
So in the off chance that they just don't work, I don't want to go through it and do it manually. So I just go, oh, you got scammed.
Yeah. I try to automate everything, but like I fuck it up often enough that I
Yeah. I have this issue lately where Sammy just decides to not do anything. And I don't understand.
It sounds like it's time to learn Streamerbot.
Streamerbot's easier than Sammy.
Yeah. This is why I haven't moved
It's
over to
also more
Sammy.
limiting.
I haven't found I don't know what the limits are on this, because like I feel like I have godlike power.
That's how I feel with Sammy. I think a lot of what I do with Sammy, I've looked into Streamerbot and I've looked at their like documentation, and I don't think I can do everything I do in Sammy and Streamerbot. Most notably, like I use a ton of specific cases and such. A lot of statements, and Streamerbot is a bit more limiting in that regard.
Okay. I haven't bothered with any of that stuff super hard.
Yeah.
I do have like an if then chain built into my redeems where there's a secret hidden redeem. And it turns out that I was like, how do I like the way I was like, oh, like, but like in order for it to do some of the stuff I wanted to, because there's an interplay where like some of the redeems could break other redeems if I didn't use like proper if then statements. And then it turns out that I can actually just do toggle on off actions, and it turns out that's all it takes. It's genuinely kind of funny to me that it was like actually not that hard once I figured out like whether or not an action is enabled is a form of storing a 0 or a 1, which is all that I needed.
So the issue with Streamerbot is like, I think there's no like switch cases. There's only else ifs.
Okay.
And if I had to run everything through else ifs, I did this as a test, like specifically like my CRT like stuff. Yeah, it makes my GPU go at 100 and everything freezes.
Nice. Okay.
It's too complicated.
Okay. I don't know what you're doing. That's like demands that. The thing that I am
Gotcha.
having trouble with is my old nemesis Denchisoft.
Yeah.
That like Denchisoft for things that are model changes, they're handled via the toggles, right?
Yeah.
But there's no, you can't, they don't have a similar toggling thing. The toggles work on a different entirely logic. They work on entirely different like base logic for items.
Yes, they do.
And so like I wanted like it just like breaks everything. It's such a fucking nightmare. I was like, I figured out a way to make it so that like when you change models, it preserves the state of which type of coat and scarf and glasses I'm on.
Yeah.
And like that was a pain in the neck, but I managed to get it to work. But it works. There's a different logic for what you would do with items.
Couldn't you just
oh my god.
There's a VTube Studio setting called Save Active Expression. Would that work?
Oh dang! Well, I've already did it on the Streamerbot side, which is like so. Like if
I turn off like let's say I become a human, right? And then I switch model and I switch back to this one. Oh, that broke.
Remember that your model takes like 15 seconds to load every single time you touch it.
Yeah, fair enough. I forgot.
She's trying to do things quickly, and it's just like it's not possible because her model is like I don't know what part of the model is bloated. Like
all of it. Okay. There's so much on this model, because like I have like 15 species toggles.
Okay. So you've got like
everything rigged. Yeah, I'm gonna switch back in my break. We'll see.
Oh, that's fast.
Nope, we're good. We're
Was
good.
fast. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's because it loaded it. We're good.
Okay.
But anyway, if I switch to like if let's say human toggle gets toggled and then like I change models and I come back to this model, it'll still be toggled. Because that's save active expression.
Oh dang, that would have been easier.
Yeah.
I made it so that there's disabling and enabling statements. Oh wait, no, hold on. That wouldn't actually do everything that I want. That would still not work. That would still not work for some of the stuff I'm trying to do. Because it's not just a matter of saving; it's that I want to modify other models.
Oh, okay.
Because like the almond is a different model. And
I see. Yeah, and you want to keep track if your scarf is on or off, and also
across
do
models.
it on the almond. Okay. Yeah. No, yeah. Then yeah, your solution is probably better.
Yeah, but like it doesn't work with items like at all. So
it does not work with items. Yeah.
And it's like, why, if you just made items work in a similar way to expressions, this would be so easy. But it's not, because this VTube Studio is programmed by a goddamn alien.
It's got a lot of
idiosyncrasies.
Yeah. I believe it's got a lot of limitations because I believe it's also Unity.
That's
or
wild.
Is that just VTube Studio is Unity, right? Maybe I'm just thinking. Maybe I'm conflating it because I know Vbridger's Unity, and I have a lot of words about Vbridger that I don't. Wait, license? No. What?
I'm never going to get over the fact that like it's like
it is Unity. Okay.
But Unity doesn't prevent you from like having right-click context menus.
I don't know the specifics. I don't know Unity very well, admittedly, but I know a lot of bugs that get submitted are just like, we can't fix that because Unity.
Oh yeah, no, that's common with everybody I know that uses Unity. I think fairly frequently about one of my favorite game developers. This is Christine Love. She made a thread on Twitter where she would use the "that makes me hit the decks" GIF every single time Unity crashed, and sometimes she would have it like 10 times in a day.
That's good.
It was really good. And there's a really good period where she got like really mad about it. Like she got like even madder about it, and so she started destroying the GIF. So there was like increasingly like deep fried versions of the "that makes me hit the desk."
For a bit when Tekken came out, it was crashing constantly. So I would tweet every time Tekken crashed until it crashed, I think 30 times in a night, and I give up and just deleted the entire thread.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, actually, speaking of Vbridger and Unity bugs, do you want to know a fun one?
Let's hear it.
This is not fixable. This is a Unity problem. The smaller Vbridger's window is, the more GPU usage it takes.
That's amazing.
So if you are using Vbridger, make sure you maximize it, and it'll use less GPU than if you make it small. And if you manage to make it really small, you'll cap your GPU usage at 100.
Nice. I maxed it. I max it because I'm afraid that it has the same thing that VTube Studio has, where where like OBS inherits VTube Studio's.
Oh no, Vbridger's actually pretty good about specifically that. For the sole fact that it's just sending API data to VTube Studio, so it doesn't matter. But the GPU usage thing is a thing, and also
this gets us to a gamer thing though.
Yeah,
this is fun. I learned yesterday. This is actually a bug from Monster Hunter Worlds, but they reproduced it in Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay. If you're playing heavy bowgun, and you're using elemental ammo, which you should, because in higher level stuff, elemental ammo scales insanely. As you level up, it scales really hard into late game. Early game, fuck it. But like late, when you're getting into like late game stuff, like you're getting like Hunter rank 7 and 8 stuff, you start using your elemental. if you set your frame rates specifically to 35, you get an extra hit per shot.
Of course. No, that's perfect. Of course. Of course. Yeah. Yeah, that for sure. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally.
So
I
good.
know what causes that for sure.
I mean, it's just frame data, right?
My guess
Yeah.
is that it is you somehow set your frame rate to the perfect amount of how often the game pulls how many times you've hit.
Yeah.
So it runs on a pull rate of like either like 34, 36.
Yep.
And so 35 makes it have another one just as a treat.
Yep, just as a treat. Yeah. You get one
I'm
fewer
curious.
hit. Yeah. And this was a Worlds bug that they ported into Wilds.
Would you get one less hit at 70?
Oh, hold on. I found the Reddit thread. They did test a bunch of different things. I don't need this video quest for playing Marathon. Go away. Also, I don't. It's going to take a long time for me to get used to the idea that like there's a new Marathon game.
There's a new Marathon. And it's not Marathon. It's weird.
Yeah, like I'm just like I saw people like posting about Marathon. I saw people posting about Marathon, and I'm like, what do you mean? I remember playing Marathon back in like 1992. Like, what's going on here? Well, not 1992, but yeah, like
what the. Oh, somebody mentioned Final Fantasy 14 Monk. You have to play that 57 FPS. I remember that.
That's extra cursed.
It's because your global cooldown was tied to frame rate.
Hell yeah. The 57 specifically, like there's nothing else that worked. It wasn't just like you couldn't like go even lower.
It wouldn't time up properly on any other frame rate.
Amazing.
If it was too high, it would like be too quick, and if it was too low, it would be too slow. You had to play at 57.
Okay, so somebody did test. It is
you can hit 70.
You get 7 hits on 70 FPS.
So 35, 70, 105, and 140 all work. Weird.
Surreal. But somebody else did some testing, and they can only get 7 hits on 35 and 140.
I'm trying to find.
And another person got 7 hits on 144.
I don't. Huh. This is a really interesting bug. And they just like. So this is an engine problem.
Yeah, this is an engine problem.
This is because it was in World.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Weird.
That's your hunter advice. That's your Monster Hunter advice. That's actual like gameplay tips. This is actual gameplay advice, folks. We are at the hour mark. Ads are about to hit. Me and Bug both like to take a break, so enjoy the fan arts, and we'll see you in a few minutes. And we're back, and we're back, and we're
Hello,
back.
hello.
I need to. I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna because it's occurring to me that I've added a Chiron for my guests, but not for myself.
Oh yeah,
so,
you should have one.
Yeah, I should have one. I need to make better Chirons.
Also, I disagree with the chatter who says American people are people from the Americas. American people are from you. I don't think I've ever heard anyone from Canada or South America or even Mexico be called American. I believe American people are just from the United States of America.
You do not like the phrase USians?
That's terrible. USians? Hello?
USians is really bad. It's grotesque. It's
no, I don't like this one. I've never heard this.
I told you, it's grotesque.
Yeah, Americans are citizens and nationals in the United States of America. USA-tonians.
Ustonians. Okay, hold on. I think I got it right.
People are both people from Americas and America. I don't think so. I think if you went up to anyone who's not from the USA but is from North or South America.
We got rated.
Oh, hello.
It's Kiri. Let me give Kiri the shout out. Hello, Kiri, and hello, Floofs. What were you up to, Kiri? What were you up to? Marvel Rivals. How was the rivalsing? Kiri, for my folks, Kiri is a lovely lady. She's a dear friend of mine. She is very gentle and very funny, and she's a goofball. She's a sweet goofball. And for the Raiders, I am Almantas, old man who loves old things. And today I am having a chat about retro and nostalgia, but mostly we've just been complaining about coding-related problems with the lovely BugVT. Say hello, Bug.
Hi.
Yes, it's Bug.
Howdy.
It's the silly lady. You ended on wins. Excellent. Good work ending on wins. I actually have not played Rivals in a minute, so I don't know how I do any at the moment. But yes, obviously, Kiri, if you need to raid and run, please take care of yourself. It is you're under no obligation to hang out with me. And same for all of the raiders. But if you do want to join us, we did actually have a discussion topic that we have not even approached that I was looking forward to. Let's get dinner. Excellent. Yes, please have a good dinner. Please have a lovely dinner.
Yeah, have a good rest of your night.
Yeah. And thank you for trusting your community with me. I was prepared to rant and rave about Metal Gear Solid.
I love Metal Gear Solid. I started replaying the first one because it's the one I'm least familiar with, but I didn't get very far in it yet. I'm more familiar with like every one past that, which I don't think you are.
No. So my record is I've played 1 through 4.
Oh, okay.
And I played them all more or less on release.
Okay.
And I think the only one I actually revisited with like enough times to like really imprint it on my brain was 3. So
okay. Yeah, 3 tends to be the one, you know.
It's kind of the best one.
I like 2 the best.
A lot of people
3 is
do.
the best gameplay wise, for sure.
3 definitely has better gameplay than 2.
3 feels like the most game, where like you play it and it's like genuinely enjoyable and fun. Which some of the other ones less so.
I'm curious to go back and I honestly a lot of the main reason why I'm doing this is because of Year of the Gear. That's the main reason. I am currently debating whether I wanted to play at least 1 through 3. I'm not intending to play 4 because I am like 4 is still relatively fresh in my mind and it's not a good memory. I just don't want to do this. Like I don't want to do this. This is like
the thing about 4 is I think it's a really bad stream game as well because the multi-hour long cutscenes. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? You're just gonna sit there?
Honestly, this is part of what I was gonna get to was like the amount of like yappy ass cutscenes in Metal Gear Solid 1 made me like substantially more negative about it on replay.
So that's like the Kojima thing.
I'm like, and particularly it makes me even more disinclined against 4 because oh my god, it's so much worse than 4.
It's so bad in 4. You know what, okay, it's not as bad, but that's also a really big problem with Death Stranding.
Yeah, I am now like I am actually now less excited about Death Stranding than I was.
I love Death Stranding.
Death Stranding, I never played Death Stranding. I've been like, I'm like it's always sounded intriguing to me. I just didn't want to pay for it on release, and then I just like never thought about it very hard.
Without spoiling anything, it would benefit greatly from Kojima not doing the thing where he over-explains everything.
The over-explanation was what was driving me insane.
It's so bad in Death Stranding. It's the worst in Death Stranding. It's like actually the worst thing ever.
Okay, I thank you for that. I might not bother. I might not bother. And like oh my god, like I was furious in MGS1.
Okay, so I'm like a huge Death Stranding fan, and it bothers me.
Okay. And it's really funny to me that like that was like Death Stranding was this game that like the way that I heard about it, right? Like I was like working an office job with like another guy who was like more of a gamer than me, and I was hearing reviews from like my friends and stuff like that, and like the negative reviews I was hearing were like some of the least sympathetic reviews I've ever heard in my life. Like I had so little respect for the negative reviews I was hearing. Like
yeah,
people were like, the gunplay isn't fun. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean,
what?
That's true, but like that's not the point of the game.
Like, like you gotta give me a reason to I'd like read like a positive review, and then people like complain about the gunplay, and I'm like, this feels like a game where like you could like not shoot the entire game.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it incentivizes you not to do that.
Yeah, like Video Game Donkey's review of it, which is like complaining about how the SMG is like not loud enough, and I'm like, that's what you thought this game was about?
Yeah, I don't understand. There's a lot of games where people just like miss the point entirely.
I mean, I don't want
to be a different thing.
I will confess that like I am definitely like I've not been not the problem on that one. I have been the problem on that one. So I don't want to like shit on them too hard for it. But it's also like as a matter of like a review, like.
They wanted it to be Metal Gear Solid 5, and it's not.
Well, and like, and they also like are clearly also playing Metal Gear in a way that's alien to me.
Yeah,
because like I am trying to do like absolute minimum force approach.
Yeah, so that's like the intended approach to Metal Gear, right? Is that you're supposed to avoid enemies at all costs.
Yeah,
that's not how most people play it.
Wild to me, because I mean, I admittedly I played these games largely on release, so I wasn't like talking with people online. I was talking with like the people around me in like my local communities, and like all of us were just like, our first instinct was like, oh, well, let's do a no kills run.
Yeah,
like instantly, all of us converged on that. It was just like, if we wanted to play a game where we're shooting all the time, we have Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
And like Perfect Dark is like a way better shooting game. Like why would we like?
It's a way better shooting game.
Yeah, it's also like a cyberpunk spy thriller, but it's got guns that are fun to use and enemies that are fun to shoot, which Metal Gear does not have.
No, it doesn't.
Like it's just like why would you?
That's a bit better in 3.
Yeah,
I think shooting guns is pretty fun in 3.
It's pretty fun. Honestly, I think it's even better in 4. Like 4 has so many problems, but like 4 is a much better like, action
a mess, but it is very fun. It is very fun. You shoot a big gun, and there's good feedback. It
has a non-lethal shotgun option, which is very funny.
I think they're called less lethal, actually.
Well, the game does not. The game does not.
No, I know.
that would be. That's a thing that I'm actually kind of surprised Kojima didn't do, because like
Yeah,
Kojima
I
is
feel
an
like
evil
that's
developer.
like a thing he would do. It's
Kojima's
like
an evil developer. Kojima's an evil
Yeah.
man. So like I think it would have been very on brand for him to make it so that like all of your non-lethal takedown
are
options
less lethal.
have a percent chance of killing people.
Yes.
Like
you have a taser and sometimes people's heart stops.
well, like the darts should as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually, like, this is one of those things, like, Hollywood movies have, like, lied to people about. It's like,
Yeah.
no, tranquilizer darts, like, do not work like that in real life.
No,
Like,
they
do
kill you
not.
most times.
Yeah, anesthesiology is like, you can get killed by, like, getting general anesthesia in a controlled scenario from a person who is really trying very hard not to kill you and has your medical history on hand.
Don't we not know how it works?
No, we got, it is magic.
It is magic. It is sleepy. Actually, it's not even sleepy. You just kind of die for a bit.
There are alchemical texts that are more scientific than our actual anesthesiology. Like,
That's fucking crazy.
like you are really like Jesus take the wheel when you're doing general anesthesia, folks. Like you should be scared about general anesthesia.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like
it is a scary thought. Yeah. However, you are in a controlled environment where they are also trained to resuscitate you.
Yep. And people still
you
die.
don't need to like. It is a risk to take into account, but you don't need to like be panicked every single time you go under anesthesia. It is way more likely you are fine than you are not fine.
No, no.
It's like if you get in a plane and every time you're like, this thing's going down, I'm gonna die. It's like, no.
One of those cool things. Umbral Rose, I'll give you a reciprocal fact that is pleasant. The majority of plane crashes have 0 fatalities.
Yes, actually, that's true too.
Yeah, planes are turbo safe. Less safe now than they were a year ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago they were way safer than they are right now. Actually, that's not even that true.
It's like 4 months ago.
It's just being publicized more. The amount of crashes are they're a little higher, but they're not that much higher.
No, we need to.
It's just being publicized.
We need to continue the propaganda that is the loss of woke. Like the planes run on woke.
Planes do kind of run on woke if you think about it.
Yeah, like, the planes run on woke. We need to put the pronouns back.
They got rid of woke, and the planes fall from the sky.
We lost the mandate of heaven when we took away the pronouns in bios. Like, the mandate of heaven was stored in the DEI initiatives. The mandate of heaven was stored in the Jackie Robinson memorial that mentioned that he was black and no longer mentions that he was black.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't they remove the article for the plane that dropped the nuclear bomb in Japan because it was called gay?
I did not hear that, but they might have. I do know that the military academies all banned one of my book of the year. For being too woke, and it's not even like explicitly about DEI or anything like that. They banned Jason Leal's Divided Armies.
Why?
Jason Leal's Divided Armies is about it's a really robust book. It's like the most like robust it's one of the most robust social science books I've ever read. Like it involves they took the largest database of military conflict data that you can find.
Okay.
And they decided that it was way too small and didn't have enough data, so they reconstructed it and doubled the size of it.
Oh my god.
And then they did like multivariate analysis of military performance across multiple factors for like hundreds and thousands of conflicts.
Okay.
And then did like match pair comparisons of belligerents that had like similar traits but had slight differences on certain things. And they found that one of the major factors in like how much do you fuck up at battles? Not wars, battles. How much do you fuck up at battles is ethnic discrimination.
Okay. And so that's why it got.
Yep.
That's why it got. Okay, that makes sense.
It's a really good book. It's a really good book. I highly recommend it. It rocks. It's just also just like, yeah, like they just are like, yeah, the more you discriminate against people in your civil populace, like the more you start seeing people like defect and desert when they serve in the military, which should be which is like a kind of straightforward insight.
Yeah, that's
right?
like duh.
It's like the reason why it feels like a non-straightforward insight is that the militaries that have like there's 3 militaries that are responsible for like almost all of the really in-depth publishing on military performance, and it's the US, Germany, and Israel.
There
and
you go.
Those are like, I know, like, I am very left-wing. I agree that the US is a racist country. However, by global historical standards, the degree of ethnic level discrimination the US practices is extremely minor. It is we are a very low discrimination country on like global standard bases, and the periods where we did have de jure on the books explicit discrimination on ethnicity and race are largely before we had good data collection. So by the time we were publishing all these things, no, we're not talking about the state of the world. We're talking about a specific book.
We're talking about a book.
We were talking a little bit about like safety. I was saying that like plane crashes are safer than you think they are. We could talk about the state of the world, by which I mean the state of Metal Gear Solid. Because like Bug is the nostalgia tuber.
Yeah. So yeah, Umber Rose confirmed what I was saying is that they removed pictures of the Enola Gay, which is the plane that dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, because it had gay in the name.
It is so frustrating. It is. I don't want to get too much deeper into it because
it's fine. I just think that specific fact might be one of the funniest things.
That one's really funny. That one's really funny.
That one's really funny.
A potato that loves a past would also be a nostalgia tuber. Yeah. The bombing of Japan was too woke. The bombing of Japan by a plane that is named after the pilot's mother and has a pinup model on the side.
It's too woke.
This is like the thing about this whole process. This is the reason why I'm just like so like rabidly opposed to this anti-woke bullshit. Is like there's no limit.
No, it doesn't. It's just completely arbitrary.
Like there's no one like the thing is like it's similar to like really stupid masculine fragility bullshit where it's like no matter how perfect you do it,
is this war crime too woke?
I mean, Rabid Mutt, thank you for reminding me of one of the like the moments I saw somebody get like the most mad on Twitter in a way that I'm just like, I don't, this is so justified. Was when Cyberpunk came out.
Mm-hmm.
It came out alongside a Call of Duty game. And this person was just like, I can't believe that the way that the games have gone, Keanu Reeves won't respect my pronouns, but Ronald Reagan will. The Ronald Reagan pronoun check is like legitimately one of the most like cursed like cultural artifacts of all time. Like
I think the least surprising thing I've ever learned in my life is that Call of Duty is partially funded by the United States military.
Oh, that's yeah, that's.
I learned that and I was like, oh, duh.
Yeah. No.
Duh. But Vernon's turning into scrambled eggs. Guilty Gear Clinton.
Guilty Gear Clinton. Yeah, no, it's like Ronald Reagan pronoun check is like substantially cursed in a way that like Call of Duty is funded by the U.S. military, is it? And it's really funny because like the military actually does quite a bit of video game funding, but they did make an explicit propaganda game years ago. Did you ever play it?
No.
America's Army.
Oh no, I have played America's Army.
America's Army was an explicit like military propaganda game.
It like is. It's not very fun.
It's deeply funny that this was the propaganda game that they went with because
it just
like
sucks.
It's weird. I played it when it was like when it came out, and I was like, this is fine. I'm not like enough of a shooter guy to like really care that much.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I actually think it's a deeply, deeply funny game. Yes, no, Rabid Butt's hitting it. Yes, they make you sit through classroom lecture slideshows to like unlock mechanics and stuff like that. And there's something that's so deeply fucking funny about the fact that it's a game where like you play as America, right?
Yeah.
You play as the Americans, but it's a multiplayer PvP shooter.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're playing multiplayer, you see yourself and all of your allies as Americans, and you see the enemy team.
Yeah. I forgot about this.
The enemy team is all kind of, it's totally local.
I forgot. It's
so
like a client-side skin.
Yeah, it's a client-side skin. Which, like, when it's the levels that are like
makes you play, like Battlefield makes you play as Germany and whatever, they were like, no, we can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah. We don't want people to feel like the terrorists are winning.
Forgot about that.
It's so funny. It's like, if you want to unlock the medic skills in the game, you have to sit through like a Department of Defense slideshow in a fully rendered classroom in first person, where a guy explains to you how Stop the Bleed works. It's so good.
So specific. Somebody mentioned Spec Ops: The Line. Spec Ops: The Line is the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
Which is what makes that game relatively interesting, but I think it's been talked to death at this point.
I still haven't played it.
It's worth a play. It's neat. I like the subversion it does. It's very the opposite of what like America's Army is, where like you think you are doing the good thing. You're America. You fight the bad guy, and you're like the worst.
Yeah, I know
you're
that
just
like
committing war crimes.
I know that like Mix fucking hates it because he thinks it's like a very like facile plot twist. It's very like very,
I think in retrospect, yeah, but I think at the time it was very unique and interesting because it came out in 2012, and that's like a very important distinction. It's like you can play it now and it doesn't hit very hard. It's been talked to death. It's been done. It's not that groundbreaking. But in 2012, there were no other games at the time really doing stuff like that.
I mean, if Geller did a video on it, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And like, there's definitely this thing where like games from like a game doesn't always like age the best, and there are places where like it loops around in really funny ways. Like I'm still thinking about Helldivers 2 so much. Like, what a fucking game right there, Helldivers 2. And it's
just mess.
I love Helldivers 2, but I also love that it's just like so nakedly Bush era. Yeah. Like this is a game that's just like, this is a game that like thinks it is still 2006. This game is just teleported from 2006. Like this is a modern game developers traveled backwards in time to make relevant social critique for 2006 audience.
Yeah, literally. It feels every like social critique it makes it feels so out of date and so it's like if they were just like, because like Starship Troopers made all their points better.
Yeah, no, it's just Starship Troopers video game. It's just a video game adaptation of Starship Troopers. That's all it is.
Yeah, but that's like Starship Troopers hasn't been relevant forever.
Starship Troopers is also pre-Bush.
It is, but Starship Troopers was one of those things where it came out and it was relevant, and then it got more relevant, and then as time has gone on,
that happens sometimes. The fucking
like Serial Experiments Lane becoming more and more relevant every year.
Yeah, the big one to me is Videodrome.
Yeah.
Videodrome. Everybody watch Videodrome. Videodrome, if you like VTubers, you are obligated to watch Videodrome. It's the movie about VTubers.
Pre-Bush.
Pre-Bush sounds so... Yeah, sorry, Blue. Sorry, Blue, you're talking to olds. You're talking to olds.
I should rewatch Videodrome. It's been a while.
Yeah, Videodrome. I watched it like 2 years ago. It rocks. It's so good.
I think I haven't seen it since I was a teenager.
Oh, you're gonna like it more. You're gonna like it more then.
Yeah, I probably would like it more. Three bushes, gasoline, and buddy cop movie. That was all it was.
I remember. I remember. I remember. Kurt Cobain. I remember. Like, this is one of those things that's like so interesting about like being like an on. I think it's honestly mostly like being an online leftist, but also part of like being in the like Trump onward era.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when people talk, when like you like read contemporary articles about like national tragedies that like really had people up in arms. It's stuff like the O.J. Simpson trial.
Oh yeah.
And like my family has like never psychologically recovered from Nixon.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like, really? Like,
yeah. It's so non-consequential anymore.
Like the number of people who are old enough to remember a pre-Nixon era is like pretty small, but you're also just like looking at it and you're like, are you sure they're like Nixon? Like, even for that era, like Nixon was the part, like I've read Slouching to Bethlehem. Like, there was worse stuff happening in San Francisco, a good city, on a daily basis. Like what are we talking about here? Like this is like the real, like, having learned more about the Nixon thing as I've gotten older, like I actually think the real tragedy of it is that like G. Gordon Liddy is like a real person. Like, that's the actual thing. Like this guy actually existed. And then like and like in the 90s, it's like, oh, like the most tragic things are like the O.J. Simpson's trial, Kurt Cobain suicide, and I'm like, I'm like, and like the Rodney King riots, the Rodney King, and then like they're putting that like above it, like the Rodney King riots, and like, what's going on?
It's
here?
crazy.
Like, have some sort of sense of priority here.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But then again, like, I guess we have a similar thing going on where like people like talk about COVID as like a small story in light of like
that's
like
which is still around, by the way.
I still mask.
I do too.
I run my 5Ks wearing a mask. I
have asthma and COVID. Like when I got COVID, I like almost had to be hospitalized. So I still mask. I masked then and still got it. So
no,
it just sucks because people in my house didn't mask.
Yep. No, I'm if I have COVID has wiped out a lot of VTubers. It's like part of the reason why like I'm like even more cautious now that like this is my job, is I'm just like my voice is like fundamental to my job. Like my voice is permanently changed from COVID. Like I have throat scarring from COVID. So like like I speak differently. I speak differently because of COVID. So like no, like I'm not taking stupid risks. I'm not going to eat at your fucking restaurant. Are you kidding me? Like,
I just like order food now.
I'm just a better cook than most people around me. Most of the restaurants around me, which is a grim sign because I live in fucking New York, so I don't know how much better it's gonna get if I go anywhere else. Anyway,
yeah. So like to be my less, voice got. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say to be less grim, but I kind of, my opinion of Metal Gear Solid 1 is like way more critical.
Yeah.
Than it was for a long time.
I was kind of feeling that too with my replay through.
Yeah.
But again, I only got to like Psycho Mantis. So I'm pretty early in still.
Yeah, that's pretty early. It's around the halfway point, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Based on my recent playthrough, that's like I would say Sniper 1 was probably the halfway point.
I don't remember people just going on and on and on about nothing.
It's so long. Yeah, Snake forgetting his training is pretty good. He was too busy figuring out how to shove cigarettes up his ass.
That's true.
Which I'm impressed with. But it was like they're just going on and on and on, and like the quality of what they go on and on about actually declines over the course of the game.
Oh, actually, I played a game recently called, everybody hyped up this game to me called Custom Robo, right?
Okay.
I promise this is related.
Yeah.
And everybody was hyping up this game, and they were like, I even ran a poll in my chat. Everybody voted for it. They were like, this game is so cool. I played it when I was a kid. Every dialogue box, they say the same fucking thing 4 different times throughout the dialogue, and that's all that happens.
Is that where Demon Ex Machina gets it?
Maybe.
Yeah. Is that where Demon Ex Machina gets it?
It is the worst thing ever. So a landlady shows up to wake you up. She says, you need to get up. You're late for work. She walks towards the door, says, you need to go to work. You need to get up. So you get changed. As you leave your house, she says basically the same thing. And then you walk up to her, and then you talk about how you just woke up to get ready for work.
Infuriating.
And that, I feel like that and Metal Gear Solid have a lot of similarities. Metal Gear Solid's a little better about it, but people repeat themselves so fucking much. Like, yes, I understand what you're telling me. You do not need to repeat me again.
Oh my god, Metal Gear. Just like, this is... and it's... Well, I mean, the other part of it is just like, it was particularly galling. Like, so I took me 3 streams.
Okay.
And it was so galling during the 3rd stream when we got to fucking Liquid, right? Because like once a character the character, it's like almost like a classic play. Like the characters, there's like Snake sticks around and is everywhere. And then like you have like a little bit of like a Greek chorus thing with the Colonel and Otacon and Meryl to a lesser extent. But then like the villains, they just like show up and they explain their whole deal, and then they die. But like you don't like know anything about them until like they become a major character and explain their whole deal. The one exception is Ocelot, who like at least shows up twice. Like everybody else is just like, they just like show up and they give like their entire life philosophy, and then they die. And like Liquid is so stupid. Liquid is so stupid and so pointless, and his nonsense is so much less interesting than almost anybody else's. Like, so he is so much less interesting than, and he like what he's saying doesn't really contribute to the plot. That's the part that drives me nuts. As like coming from like editing world, I'm
he just says stuff.
Like you can just cut this. Like,
yeah. I feel like if memory serves, I think it gets better from this game onward in that regard, but I don't remember.
I mean, 4 is worse.
4 is a fucking nightmare.
4 is a nightmare. 4 just like randomly like makes the boss a terrible character and Eve a terrible character. These like retcon decent characters to suck again. Like I'm like baffled by it.
4 is so funny, and then it has like a full like drawn out old man yaoi segment. It's like the strangest thing ever, and I kind of adore 4.
That, I mean, the thing is like the series is like good at being gay.
It's really gay.
The gay stuff is good.
It is. Snake and Otacon have so much sexual tension. I'm sorry.
I that was actually one of the biggest changes to me. Like when I played it on release, I like didn't have any meaningful gaydar at all.
Yeah, but I was playing it recently, and it's like they're gay.
Yeah, and like it's so funny to contrast it with like the Meryl scenes that are so like stilted.
Yeah,
and
Snake's like, you got a great butt, and he doesn't sound like he means it.
And then like he talks to Otacon, and he's like, "Are you okay?
Are you okay, baby girl? Come here."
Yeah. No heart palpitations. Like David Hayter ASMR. Like,
Combat Solid Snake.
yep, Combat Solid Snake. It really is. So, and actually, the other part of this, like Bug. So I beat the liquid fight. I don't know if you remember what the lines from the liquid fight are like.
No, not at all.
Okay. So my raid message was compiled from my raid message out yesterday. I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah.
Was compiled exclusively from things that Liquid Snake says during his boss fight.
Okay.
Get ready for this. Watch this.
It's gonna blow. Nice shot. That's right.
It's
Everything in Metal Gear Solid 1 is so gay.
It rules. Like it's I know, and I love that like part of the canon of Metal Gear Solid is like the Meryl ending is the right ending, but also they break up like a week later.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The funny thing about Kojima is like, if you ever like watch Kojima interviews, it's like the way Snake and Otacon talk to each other is like how Kojima talks about like Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh no, he's like, honestly, I like there are several layers on which like I think
Kojima's really bi.
I think like I would be uncomfortable being Kojima's wife. Like
yeah,
trying to like
literally
like partially like if it's not for the fact that like he is clearly in love with Mads Mikkelsen in a like
so much
in like a really pining way.
Yeah,
in like a teenage girl who like grew up on Bronte sisters novels way, like definitely like gets distracted whenever like Mads Mikkelsen like he sees the word mad and he just like automatically capitalizes it. Like he can't like write the word mad normally. He has to like capitalize it just like instinctively. Like he's like losing his mind over it. I'm pretty sure she's Japanese, and he's so fucking weird about white women. Like,
I think you need to play Death Stranding. I think all the mad scene in that puts it in the most insane context ever. There's so many scenes of Mads Mikkelsen whisper talking in Death Stranding, looking directly at the camera, eye contact, whisper talking.
Oh my god. Incredible.
I think you have to play it.
I might play. I definitely don't want to do it as a stream game because I like.
No, it's a bad. I stream it, but it's a bad stream game.
From like a streaming perspective, I was very frustrated streaming Metal Gear Solid 1. Like
I think with Death Stranding it'll be worse.
At least like
characters love repeating themselves in that game too. It's like the worst.
I wonder if they're and I do want to say like I don't want to attribute too much of this to Kojima, because like a lot of the gayness of Snoticon, particularly in MGS1, comes through in like the acting.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he had that much control over that, partially because like his English
at the time his English was really bad. Yeah.
I don't think he like really spoke English at the time. His English is still like not great. Like, and
he understands English very well, but
he does understand English very
well. He's not good
at
relaying it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. He I've seen him like try to give interviews in English, and like he like clearly has to think very hard about his word choice. It does not flow naturally to him. But he does understand. Like he watches American movies. Like he does understand it.
Yeah.
He doesn't like struggle with like people asking him questions. He struggles like answering them.
He that's like the thing.
Yeah,
he doesn't need a translator anymore for people asking him questions, but he often has a translator relay information back because he struggles speaking.
Yeah. And like, so it feels like a David Hayter or the voice director, the American voice director, like made a choice.
Made a gay choice, yeah.
Made a gay choice, and I like a good.
I respect it.
I respect it enormously. It's honestly just like incredible how gay it is. Like I like it. It is peak yaoi. It is.
It really is. I understand. I understand why Fujoshi's latch on to Metal Gear as much as they do.
Oh yeah. No, there's a absolutely. Absolutely, extremely the case. And it's but yeah, like so that's like one thing I didn't really notice when I played when I was younger. Like as an adult, I'm like, oh wow, okay, like Snake wants to fuck this guy.
Snake wants to fuck that guy.
Like Otacon is not prepared for like how into him this guy is. Like,
I mean, Snake moves in with Otacon directly after the events of Metal Gear Solid 1. So, I mean, like, Otacon kind of... I feel like
Otacon comes around pretty quick.
Yeah.
Otacon gets it pretty quick. Does Bloom
does. It does.
It does bloom on the battlefield. It does. We did answer that question.
That's the plot of the whole series.
Yeah, love does bloom on a battlefield. And it also seems to involve one of your partners being incontinent.
Yeah.
Which...
Yeah. I forget his fucking name.
Sasaki,
just always
Johnny.
shitting.
Yeah,
Johnny's just always shitting.
Yeah, like one of the first things that Snake sees is Otacon pissing himself, and then he's like instantly in love, and then like the guy who just constantly keeps shitting himself like has like a really protracted and really over the top love scene with Meryl and gets married.
I forgot about that.
That love scene is
awesome.
insane. Like the scene where they're like hugging each other while shooting.
I know the Snake Otacon tag goes crazy on it. It does.
It's a great tag. It's the Snoticon. They got at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4. Not Snake and Meryl. You haven't met you have met Johnny. You have met Blue.
Johnny's the one.
Blue is a novice to Metal Gear Solid, so like we're playing with like pretty open spoilers. I'm trying to be like a little bit cagey for her sake, so I won't explain too much more about this. But like you've actually met Johnny, but like I remember like when Ocelot shows up, I'm like, oh, he's so stupid, and Blue's like, how, like, what makes him so stupid? And like, I don't even know how to get into this. Like,
he's just stupid.
He's like, well, it's not even a matter of that. It's like I feel it's not like you're gonna see it, right?
You will see it. It's worth it.
It's worth like you've gotten almost all the important, all the like big spoilers. It's like I don't want to like you should at least like. I don't think I'm doing justice by just like doing like. It's so hard
doing
to
like
do
a
justice.
Story recap. I think is not gonna do it justice. You need to see the scene. It is the craziest thing ever.
I might
so
play that
funny.
as a video. That's like one of the funnier. That's like the MGS4 Meryl love scene is like actually kind of rules because it's so dumb. That one I might just play for the audience. Because most of Metal Gear Solid 4 is really not worth fucking watching. All this stuff with Ava is so bad.
Yeah.
It sucks so much. It sucks so bad. Absolutely awful. Could have been removed from the game entirely and nothing bad would have happened.
Oh, Ocelot 3 is awesome.
It's so good. He's so good. I remember, and it's like the Ocelot, like, as much as 3 stands on its own, I really think that 3 just stands on its own completely, with the exception of, like, if you just start with 3 and you see Ocelot, like, you're just like, oh, this is a really weird guy. But, like, if you've already played 2 games with Ocelot, and then he comes onto screen and this fucking twink starts meowing, like,
it's so good.
You've spent, like, dozens of hours with. I've seen multiple people have to stop stream for, like, 10 minutes because they were, like, dry heave laughing at it.
The funniest
Blue,
thing,
it's so funny.
the funniest thing about Ocelot is that in 5, Kojima couldn't fucking help himself. He made Ocelot and like Big Boss Yaoi in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Incredible. Perfect.
Like, it's like ridiculous. Like, everything Ocelot says and does in 5, it feels so gay. It's like, come on, man.
I've just played
ridiculous.
1, 2, 3, and 4. I haven't played 5. I haven't played Peace Walker.
I don't recommend 5 personally. I like, you can play it. It's I'm a hater.
I've heard mixed things. I know
It's
some people who love it.
so close to being good.
I know a couple of people who love it, and then like the only I tend to like just kind of not deal with most reviews because I find most reviews to be utter ass.
Yeah.
Just be like completely worthless. They're just like, oh, like the polygons are so fresh. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
No, it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah.
That's not relevant to my interests at all. Super Bunny Hop fucking hated it.
It's half a game.
Super Bunny Hop's problem is that it is almost in the opposite direction. which is that it is
Okay.
just like incredibly tedious.
It's very tedious, and it's half a story in a package that bloated to feel like a full game.
Dreadful.
Because Konami started kicking out Kojima Productions halfway through development.
Dreadful.
So it is rushed, it is half a story, and it's so bloated, and it just feels bad to play. After surface level, it feels very good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the more you dig deep into it, it's just like, okay, so like half the guns are terrible, and this partner just wins the game automatically. I don't have to actually play. Great.
Dreadful.
Run it up.
I was about to say the thing that I know like from osmosis that I don't know from like having played any of the games that include this is like how much Huey sucks.
He's so fucking terrible. He's the worst guy ever.
Which is genuinely kind of impressive in the Metal Gear Solid series, because people in the Metal Gear Solid series are just like they're just like evil and dumb for no good reason.
I hate that fucking guy, dude.
Like it's so goofy that like you can be that, because like Psycho Mantis's whole thing is just like, I just want people to die.
Yeah, I
my
love
dad was
Psycho
abusive,
Mantis.
so I'm going to try to kill everyone on the planet. And it's also super funny that like he keeps on like coming back, and like there's not like a good reason for it. It's just very much like
it's just 80s movie.
No,
he just comes back.
He just comes back, but like why him of all of the people? Why doesn't Raven come back, right? Like why doesn't like anybody else come back? And he doesn't have anything special. It's just like he's a fan favorite.
Yeah. He's just cool.
It's just like the one really memorable boss fight from MGS1.
Somebody had Huey. I think that's like a red flag. I think if someone's favorite character from Metal Gear is Huey, I think that's like genuinely a red flag. Like, I will inherently trust you less.
See, I feel like there's a thing to be said for like loving evil characters.
Yeah, no, but he's not like just like evil. He's like an abuser.
Well, okay, I mean this is the thing, right? Like one of my repeated bugbears that I keep on coming back to is like people having completely insane reads of Breaking Bad. Like I like Breaking Bad. And I run into people who both hate and love Breaking Bad for reasons that I think are completely insane and that I don't respect.
Yeah.
Like
anyone who empathizes with Walter White, I immediately
I'm actually gonna say the opposite. I think empathy with Walter White is I think it's coherent. I think it's
I don't think so. I disagree with you.
Oh, okay, so I guess it kind of like I do not think I'm a very Walter White like person. But I do think that there is something that is kind of understandable about like, or at least like certainly interesting to me, because like my favorite characters all share this with Walter White. I actually really do like Walter White as a character. In the same way that I like him in the same way that I like Homura from Madoka Magica. They're the same character.
Unfamiliar with that.
Oh, Madoka's great. Madoka's great.
Yeah, I don't watch anime.
That's fair. Amazing. Bravest stance for a VTuber to possibly have.
It's not even like a stance. I'm just like bad at watching stuff, and my watch list contains a lot of shows. So
I am bad at watching stuff, but I do end up watching a decent. I end up watching anime at a pretty slow rate of like one episode per week. Currently rewatching Evangelion with some friends. But anyway, like characters who destroy their lives through pride.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I see a lot of people that draw like relatability to Walter White, and I'm like, that's a worrying take. Because you're not supposed to relate to it. Like, I think you can be prideful.
I think you're supposed to, but you're also supposed to see that like, oh, this is a bad route to go down.
Yeah.
Like I don't relate that heavily because I'm not like that prideful of an individual. Like that's not particularly high on my list of vices. Not immune to it, but not like Like, the most it kind of causes me to do is, like, not play certain games on stream. And, like get kind of tilted while playing Rivals. Is, like my level of pridefulness. But, like, Walter White's... I mean, so my read of Breaking Bad is that Walter White was always a shitty person.
Yes.
And being given a death sentence gives him the freedom.
It gives him the freedom to be the worst guy ever.
Yeah, it gives him the freedom to... And, like, he's very consistent about this. He is very consistent that he needs to demonstrate his superiority.
Yes.
Over others and his mastery of the world and his control of the world. He needs to be the big guy, and believing that he had a future that could be better than his present kept him from going all balls to the wall. I think that's there are parts of that I find empathizable. I find it empathizable that, like,
see, that's the thing, is I don't find that empathizable.
Okay.
Like, it's one of those, I guess it's just like a differing worldview. I see somebody who destroys everything they've built up just because of their pride as not empathizable.
Interesting. I mean, I find it almost everybody empathizable. It's actually pretty hard for me to find people I don't find
That's
empathizable. Fair. It's like... It's pretty hard for me to find people I don't empathize with. Like 99% of people I can find, I can empathize with. Like, it's really like the people who, like, survive at all stakes are the people I find hard to empathize with. I'm like, oh, don't you just want to, like, give up? This feels really fucking hard. Like that's like that. Like then I'm like, what is happening here? That's the thing. That's like the one I have, like, trouble with. There's, like, a couple of types of villain where I'm just like, what are you talking about, man? Like Walter White, I think, is, like, a very human character, and, like, I don't sympathize with his perspective. I don't sympathize with his perspective.
I guess that's more so where I'm at. I do not have sympathy for him. He did this.
Yeah, I understand the internal logic that led to it, but it still speaks to just, like, being a shitty dude that I'm glad I'm not like.
Yeah. There was a lot of discourse when it came out online of people, like, blaming everyone else but Walter White for the actions Walter is doing.
And he has so many outs, is the thing. Like, he has so many fucking outs. I honestly, like, the one that I'm the most, like, cranky about, because I hear it so often, it's so dumb, is that, like, this wouldn't have happened if he had healthcare.
No, he literally had several outs and free money given to him, and he declined it.
This guy, like, is just such pure straight misogyny. It's such pure misogyny.
It's just misogyny. It's literally just misogyny.
And, like, there's a similar thing with Barry. Did you watch Barry?
No. Wait. Like the VTuber?
No, Barry. It's a TV show. No. It's a Bill Hader. He plays the premise is so fucking funny. It's a really great comedy. He plays a hitman who goes to LA and he gets a hit on an actor, like not a good actor, like a working at like a yoga instructor who is using that to pay for, like, studio like stage acting classes, and, like, kind of sucks at it, and the teacher's really bad, and, like, he like tracking the guy, and he, like, watches some stage classes, and he's like, I am tired of being a murderer, I am going to become an actor. And he's like barely above community theater level actors. Like, he's so impressed by, like, the shittiest acting. It's amazing. And he kills the guy, and, like, he's like, his whole thing is, like, he is trying to get out of the hit business and become, like, an actor. And, like, it just, like, the fact that he's, like, got a whole history of murdering people for years, like, it just is constantly haunting him. That's the plot, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the plot.
Okay.
But, like, it's set in LA, and all of the characters are, like, actor types.
Mm-hmm.
They're all LA actor types. And, like, you're a California girly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like,
I know the type of person.
They're so annoying. They're so annoying.
So frustrating.
And like everybody hates his girlfriend so much. And, like, she is incredibly annoying. She is, like, a profoundly self-absorbed narcissist. And then it's like, and, like, people hate her so much, and, like, Bill Hader has been on interviews and been like, but Barry kills people. Like, like this guy is like, this guy's a mass murderer. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, she's annoying, yeah, but like, she's not a worse person than him.
No,
like, like,
that's how I feel about the Skylar hate. It's just
it is like that. It is very much like that. Like, it's like, oh,
she's
Skylar's
literally just doing her best not to, like, she's dealing with everything in a relatively good manner, all things considered. And
it's insane. It's fucking
she gets
insane.
so much random fucking hate. It's crazy.
It's lunacy. It's lunacy. Hello, Pekoneko. You have come here just as we are about to hit ads because we're at the 2-hour mark. So we'll be back in a minute and we'll rant about Breaking Bad and Metal Gear Solid some more. Enjoy the fan art. And we're back. Or the ad manager is is telling the truth, and the ads are still going.
Hello.
Also, hello. Oh, wait. Never mind. But yes. So like, I do think that we might be having a slight definitional dispute here because like there's like an internet thing where people talk about empathy as being just like stronger sympathy, and like that's not what it means. Like empathy means like you understand where something is coming from, like because like I'll see people be like, oh, like people are only acting this way because they lack empathy, and I'm like, but empathy doesn't compel action.
Fair.
It just doesn't compel action. Like, sympathy does. Sympathy at least like says that you would want to take action, but like empathy is just like you can empathize with somebody and then exploit them. You can in fact use your empathy to be more exploitative.
Then I would empathize with Walter White, but have absolutely no sympathy whatsoever.
Yeah. I have a very limited sympathy for like you feel like you have been disrespected and had an undignified life and you're lashing out angrily. I do and that's like about the limits of it. The specific choices he makes are like these are not good choices, man. Like why did you do this, man? Like I like the core of his character, right? The core fundamental thing of Walter White is that he says this explicitly in the fucking show, is that
he does.
He chooses to do things because he is good at them and he wants to feel good about his performance and his skill. Like that's why he cooks meth, because he's good at it. That's it.
Yes. Yes.
And he wants to feel good about like
it gives him the control back.
He's doing it in the same way that like a person speed runs. It's just like speed running doesn't kill dozens of people.
Yeah, and ruin the lives of dozens of families.
Yeah. There's a slight similarity in that I suspect that speedrunning also is a community where you get away with more if you're white. I cannot believe that that's like not a plot point that people think about. Like
literally.
Like his the DEA, like the reason why he doesn't get caught is because the DEA, particularly his DEA brother, who's very racist, is extremely fixated on it being Mexicans.
Yes.
Like he just dismisses white people as suspects out of hand. Like that's like very essential to like his name's literally White. Oh crap! I forgot to automate the small for this scene. Okay, got it.
We're getting small.
We're getting small. We're getting small. We're getting small manually.
I'm smaller.
There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, I've got to.
Oh.
I'm gonna add a move filter for this one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like it's so.
There are hundreds of people that die from speedrunner accidents every year.
Imagine like. Imagine.
I mean,
like
people's wrists.
People's wrists.
Yeah.
Imagine it being like your speed run of Mirror's Edge only counts if you do it in real life.
Gotta run past this dude, shoot that guy.
I was thinking more about like jumping out of helicopter stuff.
There's a lot of murdering in Mirror's Edge, actually.
That's true.
That's something people kind of forget because the gunplay's really shit.
The gunplay's really shit and the parkour is really good. So like, yeah.
Yeah, so people remember the parkour, but they don't remember the parts where you just murder people. Which is a lot of the second half.
Oh. Once again making me think about the like this was like my Metal Gear Solid thing. It's like very like makes me very, very cranky, like in retrospect. Like on the replay I should say. Is it like
like it's not what you remembered.
It's not what I remembered. And like a lot of what I remembered about it was like I remembered the sneaking around the Genome Soldier stuff, and that's like innovative and interesting.
Yeah.
And like,
but it's also not the bulk.
It's not, and also I'm clearly better at it than I used to be.
So I'm bad at it still.
I'm pretty good at stealth games.
I'm so bad at stealth.
My first playthrough of Dishonored, I did at max difficulty, 0 kills, 0 alerts, and like didn't find it super hard.
Nope.
I'm a lot better at stealth than I am at like shooting people.
Have you played Thief?
I have. I love Thief.
Okay.
Yeah. I played Thief.
It's crazy they rebooted that game and made it bad.
Yeah, I know, right? I actually had the most like mind-melting experience a few years ago where I was replaying Thief 2, which is the only one I've actually played. I've only played Thief 2. I haven't even played the first Thief. I just played Thief 2.
You should play Gold.
I should. I think I have it. I just like Thief 2
I genuinely think it's better than Thief 2.
Okay. Strong.
I love the Metal Age, but I think Dark Project's just better.
All right. I'll have to give that a shot. Like, I remember playing it and being like, the way they're doing stealth in this game is so, like, comprehensive and cohesive and well
It just makes sense. It's intuitive, too.
It's intuitive. It's well communicated to the player. I can't wait for other games to iterate on this. It's been 20 fucking years and they haven't. Nobody's fucking doing
No, not a single game. Actually, not true. Gloomwood does it.
Oh, okay. Gloomwood, I've never played Gloomwood.
Gloomwood does it. By New Blood, right?
By New Blood.
New Blood Interactive both publishes and developers there work on it. It is the only game I've seen do the thief thing. So the way it works, you know how you have that little icon on your HUD in Thief where it's like you're in the shadows? That's communicated through a ring on your finger.
Oh, so they like made it even better.
They made it even better. And it also has like Resident Evil 4 inventory systems.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta open a suitcase and like rearrange things and spin them to make them fit in the suitcase for your inventory. Tetris. It's pretty lovely.
I'm very convinced on this one. Because I did like Dishonored, but I did feel like Dishonored was ultimately like a kind of shallower Thief.
It is, yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Arcane was doing really cool things. But the stealth was never like their strong suit. Like I believe Arx Fatalis has a few stealth segments that kind of suck ass. But then they were just like, all right, let's make Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, which is the exact opposite of stealth. You were just kicking people, right? That's what that game is about. You just kick people. And then I believe they got bought out by Bethesda right after that. And then, they were like, for some reason, they made a stealth game. They were working on a Half-Life game or something. I don't know. It was really weird. Dark Messiah was fantastic. Yeah, no. I'm a big Arcane Studios fan. Minus like the recent things.
How did you feel about Deathloop?
Deathloop is the one I've missed. I did not play it. But I played like I didn't care for Prey. I didn't care for the Prey.
Oh, you didn't care for Prey? Okay.
No.
Okay. I liked Prey.
But I should clarify.
Yeah.
I did not care for Prey for the sole fact that I kept trying to compare it. I kept trying not to compare it to the other Prey. 2006 Prey, which is
very different. Yeah.
Very different. And one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay. That's rough. Because I was comparing it to BioShock.
If you compare it to BioShock, I'm sure it's a lot better.
Yeah, it comes across quite favorably. If you're comparing Prey to BioShock, it is quite favorable.
Because in my brain, I'm thinking Prey, and I'm thinking the canceled Prey 2 game.
Yeah.
And then I'm playing the new Prey, and I'm like, I can't play this game.
No, they should have named it Psychoshock, which was the development name.
Yeah, literally any other name.
Yeah.
The fact that it's named Prey made me. I think I went in with a bias. But it's so hard to drop a bias once it started in your brain, for like a game or like a movie. Like if I get told to play something like a billion times, I'm immediately going in with a bias of I'm probably going to find this annoying.
Me with Dark Souls. But not even really. I actually had a really good time with Dark Souls. Yeah, I was looking at Prey as like BioShock, and it is better than BioShock. Like it is.
Are you done with Dark Souls?
No.
Okay,
no.
then I won't give you a tip. I was wondering if you were done so I could say something that I've been holding in this whole time.
No, I'm edging everybody.
Okay,
I'm edging hundreds and hundreds of people with my Dark Souls bullshit.
Okay, I won't then. I won't say
I am taking a break from it. The Dark Souls subathon is over. I am. It turns out that playing like the same game for like 20 streams in a row makes me pretty fucking exhausted of it. I cannot empathize with the people who are just like permanently in the Valorant mines.
No, it couldn't be me.
Like,
I used to be in the fighting game mines. I used to just stream the same fighting game every day. And that's a good way to make you hate something.
Yeah. Well, I keep on thinking about this, right? That like pro basketball players and pro football players seem pretty fucking happy.
True.
And like I never see a pro gamer who's happy.
Well, they're not playing the game every day.
That might be part of it. I think honestly my big hypothesis is that like it has to do with like the fact that they're getting fucking exercise.
That too.
Like,
they're getting sunlight. They're getting exercise. They're getting hydrated.
They're getting exercise.
Maybe the vast amount of money.
I don't think it's just that though, because like even like the people who are making like even people I know who are making a lot of money. I think it's like if you're a pro sport player for an intellectual sport, it makes you miserable. Like those
chess players are always pissed off.
The chess players are completely insane.
They're always every single time I've ever seen like chess players play chess, they look mad.
They are completely demented as people. I think I could see myself becoming like a big chess guy because like there's a lot of things that like work for me with it. Mm-hmm. And I've played chess before. I'm not good at chess, but I think like if I put in enough hours. I used to play
chess in my math class, and I have not since then, and I do not miss it.
Yeah, but like I just like I know that the people who become like real chess wizards like are insane. Like,
yeah,
the most famous American chess player is Bobby Fischer, right? Okay. Do you know like
no?
I mean, you've heard
I don't know
name,
anything about chess. No.
Okay. Bobby Fischer was like the most famous chess player for a long time. And there's this big thing like where the Soviet Union and the Warsaw Pact were producing like lots of really, really good chess players, and like America wasn't producing like any. And like for a while, people were like, oh, it's just because like it's like this rigid thing. And like honestly, really, I think it just comes down to the fact they just invest a lot more in their math education in general, and that produces more chess players. And they just kind of
that makes sense.
Like they just kind of had different youth groups and the youth groups focused more on chess because like the youth groups in Eastern Europe focused more on chess before the Soviet Union was a thing. So like I don't know. I don't think it's that weird. But then like Bobby Fischer comes around and he's like super good at chess. And he's like he's like the one person who's like competing with like the top 5 for like a top 5 slot who's not like from a communist country. It's like he becomes a celebrity. And then he just like drops off the face of the fucking earth. And like becomes a non-factor. And it's like, so like, why did this happen? And the answer is like, part of the reason is that he was like a huge prima donna about chess tournaments where he's like, we're only going to proceed with the match if we have like the fans in these locations, and then like you need to like rewire everything the day before I resign. He's just like a huge diva about it. So it's like a huge problem for him. But the other part of it is he's a Nazi.
Oh.
And not like I'm not saying this like he doesn't he's like really a Nazi like a real like full bore like what he did with his free time when he what he did with his free time was he made photocopies of like the problem with the world is the Jews and like put them on people's cars. Like, that's what, like, the celebrity who had, like, CNN interviews was doing, was, like, walking around his neighborhood, postering Nazi propaganda. Like...
Hello?
Like...
What?
And he's not even the most insane one. One of the people that he was like, there was like one of his chess rivals that he had like tons of matches with was a Russian, right? So this is the Soviet fucking Union, in like the 70s. And this guy who is representing the Soviet Union on the world stage, and is like as a celebrity in both the Soviet Union and to a certain extent in the West, is a fucking Romanov revivalist. Like,
yeah, maybe
what are you talking about?
Maybe it's time to retire chess.
Like, what level of insanity do you have to be in the 70s Soviet Union walking around and being like, we need to end this whole Bolshevik thing and bring back the Romanovs. We need to find lost Anastasia and put her back on the throne. Like, what is happening?
I think it's time we retire chess and everybody just plays Mahjong.
Yeah. It'll be so funny if it turns out that Mahjong players are similar levels of insane.
I think Mahjong players are just gamblers.
A lot of them are. I need to learn Mahjong. I do need to learn Mahjong because like a lot of my VTuber friends.
I love Mahjong. I'm not good at it. There's like a trillion hands is my like biggest problem, and I'm like really bad at memorizing them, so I just play like the same like 4.
Okay. I don't even like understand the core rules to it.
It's kind of just poker.
Yeah, I do get that, but I don't like know what counts as like the way that people talk about the matching like doesn't quite make sense. Like you play like different hand sizes and like you can steal other people's cards.
Oh
and, like,
yeah,
there's like a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, there's like open face and closed face.
Yeah,
American Mahjong does not equal Mahjong. So no, specifically when people are talking about
when VTubers talk about Mahjong, we mean Japanese Mahjong.
We're talking about Riichi Mahjong. Yeah, that's not American Mahjong. We're talking about specifically about Riichi.
Yeah, because that's like the one that everybody's playing.
Yeah,
because that's one that was in Final Fantasy 14.
It was, and Yakuza.
And we're all fucking weebs over here.
Yeah, I first played it in Final Fantasy 14, and then I got really into it for like a month.
And then you got bored.
And then I downloaded Mahjong Soul, and I refused to play the gacha part because I don't care about the anime girls. I just want to play net play version of Mahjong.
Yeah,
there's anime girls you could pay money for. I'm like, no. I want to play the Mahjong part, please.
No, this is like a fun. This is one of those things I think about a lot. It's like how I relate to people who are like frequent collab mates with me. Because like I would say you're a pretty frequent collab mate. This is number 3. And like this is like me and you see eye to eye on this. Like I'm just like I'm like what are you talking about? I am trying to play an abstract math game. Why do I care about like?
Yeah, literally.
If I want to see pretty ladies, like I have.
I'll
friends.
play the pretty lady game.
It's like I can go to an art museum. I can go to an art Reddit. I can like.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Mahjong tiles.
Like I'm like I want to focus on like one thing at a time. Like this is incoherent to me that somebody would spend money on this, and like in particular that they would gamble for this is like insane. Like you would gamble for something that's extremely easy to get for free. I don't get it. And I'm just kind of thinking about this because like one of my other frequent collab mates is Nagi Quetzali. And me and Nagi are like 180 degrees on like a million different things.
That's so funny.
It's so funny. Me and Nagi have like no agreement on like many different topics. It's just like complete 180 is about so many things. Like it's but like you and I think see eye to eye on this.
Yeah.
It's just like no, like I'm trying to play a game. Like what are you doing?
So I play this Gundam like 2v2 fighting game, right?
Yeah.
And there's like options to edit the pilot outfits, and they only show up in like the portrait in the bottom, and I'm just like, I'm not looking there. Why would I care? I'm looking at the robot shooting a gun at me in the distance.
I will take a minute to do some customization for some things. Like I definitely did the customization for Warframe. Because it's like,
oh god, I love fuck. Well, okay, but your tactic, like you are touching that character, right?
Yeah.
You are your inputs move that character.
Yeah.
The pilot costume is a small picture in the bottom left hand of the screen.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
I would say
putting stickers on the mech, maybe. We're talking.
That just changes like the amount of the amount of time and effort I'm willing to put into like the aesthetics is kind of proportional to how much I see it. So like I would probably put like a minute into like doing the pilot customization, and then just like not care anymore. There's like a scale here, but like it's also not going like I'm never one of those people who spends like hours in the character creator.
Yeah, no, I see. That's like the thing is like everybody put in so much time in their Monster Hunter character. I'm like, I wear a helmet.
Yeah.
I wear armor with helmets. I don't need it. I don't care what my character looks like.
I did make my character look like me because I'm a streamer and like that.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
That feels like part of the job, but I also didn't spend that long on it. I just kind of like
preset and ran.
I grabbed a preset and then I kind of like tried to make it fatter. Which very limited. Mission failed there. Was not allowed to succeed. Like the game was rigged from the start. I got Kobayashi Maru'd on being able to make my character like actually like a big boy, and I made him like way more wrinkly. I think I fiddled a little bit with the facial hair settings to give it like the chin strap as opposed to like other facial hair.
There is no body type altering in Monster Hunter.
There's a little bit. It's very minimal though. It's so minimal.
It's like basically nothing.
Yeah, it's like
you can change like your muscle definition.
Yeah, I want like max size minimum muscle definition, and it's still like it's not like you're just like no longer completely cut.
Yeah, you're just not. You don't have 0% body fat anymore.
Yeah. You're still like pretty fucking low body fat though. It's not you can't have body fat in that game. Yeah. Well, even then Rabid Mud, it's not even just like being fat. I want to have like the big wide shoulders. I want to have the like the one-to-one like torso nonsense that I've got going on my model. It's like not happening. It's not happening in Monster Hunter. You get the twink body. You get twink frame. And like where I was going to go with this though is like in Marvel Rivals and Overwatch. I have zero respect for the customization. I do not fucking
You're first person in Overwatch. I don't get it.
Well, and also you don't have you can't do anything. There's no creativity to it. There's nothing.
Like, even disregarding that, you're in first person in Overwatch.
Yep.
You can't see your skin.
Yep.
I don't get it. If Warframe were first person, I would not edit my Warframe. I wouldn't care.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, that does affect it. That definitely does affect it for me. It doesn't affect it 100% because, like, honestly, if I wasn't taking like a principled stance about
other
this,
people can. So I don't know.
If other people were, no, I'm sorry. If I respected the If I in Overwatch, I'm a Pharah main, and so like all you see is a little rocket launcher. That's all you fucking see. And it's like I could make my game experience slightly nicer by choosing like the color of the gun to be a color that I like slightly more. But the fact of the matter is that like because all you are doing is choosing a skin off of a list, you have no like real creativity about it. There's nothing you can do that will actually surprise anybody with what your choices are. So like I'm just like registering my disrespect and my dislike of this system by just refusing to go off of the default skins.
I'm going to be a hater. I'm slightly hating.
Yeah.
I think weapon skins in games I just hate them. I only use default weapon skins in Counter-Strike or Valorant. I hate they always look bad.
Okay. The only game that had those like about weapon skins that I played was Apex, and like I don't know, I'd swap them around because a couple of them I thought looked kind of cool, but like I don't know, like Apex weapons
I get the appeal, right?
Yeah,
it's just it adds like some player expression, like oh you pick up this person's gun and it looked like this. What other guns do they have? This looks neat, blah blah. But for me, I just don't like looking at this like bright red gun. Like if I play Counter-Strike and I pick up someone's AK and it's just bright like neon red, I'm like, I gotta use this now.
I think that's that's terrorism. And that's funny. the
It's a strategy. Wait.
yeah, it's like how animals, including humans, shoot
Yeah.
themselves when they die to make it like less attractive to predators.
Oh, you're genius.
Yeah.
I now you have altered my viewpoint. Now I think it's funny.
Change my view.
We
We've got a
need
successful change
really
my view.
bad weapon. Okay, chat.
Yeah.
This is what you have to do if you play Counter-Strike or Valorant. Pick the ugliest, brightest thing you can possibly do, and then when you die and people pick up your gun, it distracts them for the next game.
The funniest thing in the goddamn world to me is one of my favorite things in Warframe is maxing out the white and bright on everything I've got. So that
you're just Bloom.
So it's like just like Bloom blinding all of my teammates.
That's good.
And I had a really funny. I don't know how much Warframe where you are in Warframe.
I used to play it back in the day.
Okay,
and
so
then I stopped. So
okay, so you haven't played the Yowie plot.
There's Yowie in the game now?
Yeah, there's a Yowie subplot.
I know they added a pregnancy minigame. I heard about that.
That was cool. The pregnancy minigame was cool.
Shit!
Oh shit! Thank you for reminding me. Andy McClure was asking about like video games where you can become pregnant.
Warframe.
Warframe's one of them. I forgot about that one because I mentioned.
There's that one Amnesia game where you're pregnant.
Oh yeah, I didn't play that one, so I don't know that one. But Crusader Kings was the one that I brought up because you
you can get pregnant.
Definitely get pregnant in that one, but it's a pretty rare mechanic. It's a pretty rare mechanic, so like I need to go find it. I need to go find it and like and tell her.
But to give context of when the last time I played Warframe, I booted it up afterward, but I really stopped before they added like the people piloting the Warframe.
Oh, that's a long time ago. Yeah,
long time ago. I think I played like a lot when Mesa came out.
Oh, that's very long ago. That's very long ago.
Yeah, I remember Mesa got released and I farmed her and she was like really broken. Yeah, 2014.
Yeah,
she was like busted as fuck on release.
Oh
like,
no, she's still insanely strong.
Yeah, you just press 4 and the game plays itself for you.
She's still insanely strong. And there's a group of people who are constantly complaining about the fact that there's like one weakness. There's like one thing that like prevents you from like winning the entire game, and like they're super mad about it forever.
That's so funny. Also, Hoopter, that's a really good shout. That game's great. The game's lovely.
I still need to play this one. It's installed.
It made me sob really hard.
Hell yeah.
It's lovely.
Hell yeah.
I love that game.
Hell yeah. But what was I gonna say? I've got too many fucking tabs open now. Yeah.
I closed like 8 tabs.
Yeah, I closed like 6 tabs while I was talking right there. In Warframe, one of the more recent weapons is a book called the Grimoire. And it throws out balls that have like a lot of particle effects on them.
Oh no.
And so the thing is, like, it has this mechanic that's kind of interesting where the alt fire throws out like a huge ball that sticks to whatever it touches and like continues to do damage for a long time.
So and you stick it on a teammate?
No. It doesn't stick to teammates. It's only sticks to terrain. They were smart enough about that one. But it's your ability to deploy the big orb is a recharge, and it recharges when you hit enemies with the small orb.
Okay.
So your big orb ability is actually proportional to your fire rate. Like very heavily proportional to your fire rate. So I max it out on fire rate.
I understand it now.
I max out on fire rate.
I understand the problem now.
Well, and here's the funny part, right? Is like, it turns out that I am very limited by... I was limited by 2 things. 1, clicking, and 2, how fast enemies die. Because so I'm not firing when I'm not seeing an enemy. I just stop shooting. A mechanic that did not exist in the game when you were playing is that sometimes on harder missions they'll replace the defense target with a guy.
Okay.
Like a hostage, like or like the hostage. So I gave it to one of those, like the hostage / defense target guy.
Okay.
And they are not limited on how fast they can click.
I understand.
I'm not limited.
I understand.
And it's also a quite loud gun, too. It's just like the fire rate is like, I think it capped out at something like 8 times per second. Like I've got it firing like at 8 hertz of these like bright white explosions.
That's so funny.
It's so good. It's so good.
Okay, I remember when I quit.
Yeah.
I have an exact date. It's 2015.
Yeah.
And it's because they removed coptering.
Oh, okay. You hate you did not like the new parkour.
Well, the new parkour when it released, it seems better now. It was horrible. Yeah. It was so slow. You could not move at all. It was like being underwater.
I mean, I was playing through that. I was playing.
Yeah, I've heard it's better now though.
It's pretty good. I think it wasn't that slow even at the time. It's just that like there's a different skill set to it, and people
gotcha.
like coptering is a very specific skill.
Coptering was so fun.
Coptering is so goofy.
Coptering was so funny.
I'm definitely faster than I was during the coptering era.
Yeah.
Because like the amount of time that you spend like stuck on pieces of terrain because you coptered into a doorway at 1,000,000 miles per hour and like missed the jump that you were trying to make, like the reduction in that like more than makes up for it.
Yeah, no. Oh, it was so fun though. It was such a unique feeling movement system. The new parkour, from what I've seen,
it's still very unique. And it's very cool.
It's still very unique, but I feel like coptering felt so different than anything else I've ever felt in a game.
Coptering is, I do kind of feel like it would be good if there was like an indie game like released that was like built around that.
Built around coptering? Yeah, there should have been.
Because like coptering is like,
it's so out there.
It's like if somebody like got the hook shot from Ocarina of Time described to them like third hand.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't even know how we can describe this to the people who have never seen this. Like if you haven't played with it, the core of it is like if you swung a melee weapon while you were in the middle of a jump, the vector from the weapon swing and the jump like multiplied each other.
You would just fly.
You just like rocketed. It was like if you swung a sword, you just like it was just like a.
I think it was off slides, not jumps.
It was off the slides. That's true. That's true.
It was a specific slide and melee. Like you would have to do it pretty close to the same frame, but for some reason they would like not just like additive. They were like multiplicative, and you just go boom.
It's Suki XP. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, you just had like, in terms of unique movement mechanics, it's up there with like rocket jumping in terms of just being an insane thing to include in a game. And like the type of control you had was so strange. It's honestly, I think it kind of rocks in a lot of ways.
It does. It felt really unique.
Yeah. And I fully, I still recommend Warframe. Warframe rules. If you,
yeah, I've been thinking about getting back into it.
If you have horrible ADHD, it's a great game.
Yeah, if you love doing the same thing over and over and over for thousands of hours, play Monster Hunter. And if you're done with that, go ahead and boot up Warframe. Okay,
why did this chat message show up in one? Oh, it's because it's a redeem. It didn't show up in my chat arena because it's a redeem. Okay. What inspired me to VTube and stream? I mean, well, we've got two people here, but I answer this question a lot. Yeah, I answer this a lot. I like public speaking. I used to literally be a college professor. I like the public speaking. I like the being on stage, and I didn't want to use my real face, my real name, have to wear makeup, have to like clean my room in order to do so. That's why I want to have anime as an armor, but I wanted to do like the whole public speaking thing. That's why I'm here.
I've always streamed. I've been streaming since like early days just for fun, and then I stopped for a long time, and then I just picked up VTubing impulsively. There was no thought behind it. It was just one of those like, I'm just gonna VTube now.
Hell yeah.
I was very interested in VTubing as like more so like moving tech forward kind of thing when it first released. And I had like a really rough VTuber model that didn't work well. And then so I never used it. And then like just randomly like I got like laid off from my job and I was like, I'll just VTube. That sounds funny. Here we are.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for. Closing more tabs.
Hoopter, you should play Warframe. It's a game.
It is a. If you are a person who is easily overwhelmed by moving too fast or by particle effects, it's like one of the worst experiences you can put yourself through.
I think it's maybe the best bang for your valued free-to-play game of all time.
Oh, it's like the least evil by like there are very few other than games that are like
you pay for convenience.
Free. You pay for convenience and also but like you can end run it. Like there's like nothing that like I find it so interesting. I find it so staggeringly interesting that in there's the way that it does the same thing that almost every game does, where there's like a premium currency. Like you buy the premium currency, but everything you buy in the game is denoted in the premium currency. It's this added layer in the same way there's like V-Bucks and shit like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they are tradable between players.
Yes.
Which
so
creates
you never have to.
Yeah.
You can just farm for rare mods, and then those rare mods actually sell for plat, and then you could just farm plat that way.
Yeah. It's
so you never have to spend a single cent in Warframe to get any cosmetic or any convenience.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It would be like if they added the ability to farm V-Bucks in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Which they technically kind of do. The free battle passes give you some V-Bucks when you finish them. So in theory, you could do that.
But it's going to be real limited, man.
Yeah, no, like it's rough. I will say one good thing about Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite's business model of how expensive everything is. However, the battle pass, when you pay for it, contains more V-Bucks than you paid for it. So in theory, you can get every battle pass for free and also get more V-Bucks on top of that.
But oh my god, how much would you have to play?
Oh, so much. Oh, so goddamn much. I play a lot of Fortnite for the sole fact that it has a pretty competent rhythm game inside of it now.
Oh, okay. I was like, I hope you're not talking about like the good vehicle driving.
No, it's terrible. It's made by Harmonix, which is the Rock Band developers. They were purchased by Epic, and they made a rhythm game mode for Fortnite, and it just feels like a Guitar Hero game. It's pretty fucking solid.
Hell yeah, good for them. Play Fortnite entirely on the Rock Band drums.
Wait, you're cooking. Hold on. It's like those people that play Dark Souls on a DDR pad.
I think a lot about the lady who beats Elden Ring simultaneously on two different computers. One which she was playing on an Xbox controller, and the other she was playing on a DDR pad.
That's fucking crazy.
Like,
yeah, that's called Save the World. You can still play that. That's Fortnite Save the World.
I could get into that. I do kind of prefer co-op action games to
yeah, it's a co-op like tower defense thing.
That's I kind of like I like a lot of I like Warframe. I like Helldivers. Yeah. I like what's it called? Deep Rock. Like I can fuck with a lot of co-op action games. But It's I don't know. I mean, the Fortnite business model is such like a strong turnoff.
It's so bad. I hate how battle passes are in everything now because of Fortnite. It's such a grind. I don't want to have to like live my life on a video game.
And again, Warframe has made a non-evil battle pass.
Yeah.
Like this is like the thing is like almost every time I like hear a mechanic that kind of sucks, like there's a version almost any time I hear a mechanic, there is a version of it that exists in Warframe. And if it's a really good
bad.
Well, no, if there's a really good mechanic, there's a bad version of it in Warframe. If it's a really bad mechanic, there's a good version of it in Warframe.
Wait, true. Literally.
Like they have the shadows of
crazy.
They have the shadow of they have the Shadow of Mordor Nemesis system, but not good.
Well, it's because they can't do it one for one because it's patented.
Because patented, yeah. It is, and it's not even bad. It's just like not that good. It's just like fine. It's like
it's fucked up that shit's patented.
It's really like I literally was talking with a friend of mine about this last night. My yesterday was absurd. I beat Metal Gear Solid 1, went drinking with a friend where we like ranted about video games, and then I joined a collab where we were reading Am I the Asshole posts. Like,
that sounds like a crazy night.
Yeah, what a crazy night. Beautiful night. Perfect night. Perfect. What a perfect life I live. This guy, like for him, the game mechanic that like he's never quite because I already mentioned the game mechanic I've never quite recovered from, which is the thief jewel.
Yeah.
The thief.
It's so
jewel.
good.
It's so good. It's so
good.
And then like he's got the one that he's never recovered from, which is Geomod from Red Faction.
Oh yeah, they're yeah. Why did that not?
Because they patented and then they didn't do anything with it.
Did they patent it?
Yeah, it's patented. I don't even know if it's patented or if it's proprietary software.
It's so crazy that they like did like Geomod 2.0 for Gorilla, and then didn't bring it over for the next game.
It's like wild. It's like this is like
Armageddon has no like actual Geomod in it.
Like what are people doing here? What are we talking about? Like why? Like this is like so compelling and cool. Like fuck off here, man. Like
for me, the thing I'll never like it wasn't patented. It just was on a game that kind of sucked. The combat system in Condemned Criminal Origins never coming back. It hurts me.
I'm not familiar. Tell me about it.
So basically, the combat system in this game is everybody reacts. It's got like procedural animation for every like hit, and enemy you can like. Let's say you hit an enemy in the hand. So it's just first person melee, right?
Yeah.
Very close quarters. Enemies are very smart. They will like plan things out, and if it doesn't go their way, they'll like panic. If you hit them in the hand, knock their weapon out, for instance, like if the weapon hits the floor, they'll scan the environment, find like a pipe on the wall, and rip it out, and then start fighting you again. It just feels really fun. It's very good.
Rocks. That does rock, yeah.
Actually, also tangentially related, same devs as Shadow of Mordor. It's Monolith. They also made Blood and Fear.
They're just Fear's an infamous one for in the AI in the like.
Yeah, they were cooking. So they made Condemned right after Fear, right? So they implemented that AI technology in Condemned in a melee combat game. And it feels so good and it's so fun. And then no dev was ever tried something like that again until like kind of recent.
I can't believe I googled Condemned as if that was going to like.
It's called Condemned Criminal Origins.
I'm just gonna do Condemned video game.
Yeah, that'll pull it up. It was a very early 360 launch title back in like 2005.
Oh yeah, that'd definitely be why I didn't think about it at all.
Yeah, no, it kind of bombed.
I might. Well, I also might never have seen a 360 in real life.
I had one because I wanted to play Halo 3.
I have only played Halo 1 for like a few hours.
I love Halo 3. I think about Halo 3 more often than I probably should. But yeah, so Monolith's first first developed game was Blood. If you know anything about Blood.
I don't, but I have heard of it. I didn't play it.
It's very good. It is like one of the hardest games I've ever like finished. That game is fucked up.
Oh, 97. Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong game.
Yeah, early Blood. It was a build engine game.
This is a true Doom clone right here.
I think it's build engine, so it's like Shadow Warrior, Duke Nukem engine. But yeah, that was back when FPSs were Doom likes.
Back when they were Doom likes. We need to go back.
We do need to go back. Everything needs to be a Doom like.
Doom like is definitely like a better, like. Honestly, I am still like. Doom 2016 is like the key element to me of like the advantages of Doom as an approach is that like Doom 2016 with like all the money, like godlike money and like an actual good development studio who like really put thought into it and really worked hard and really understood what Doom was about, like still made a game that like
that's like painfully mid.
I think it's like a good game if it wasn't for the fact that you're comparing it to Doom and it's just like incomprehensible. So the gap between Doom 2016 and Doom 1 and 2 is just like outrageous. It's so
I'm
large.
a Doom 2 hater for the sole fact that the level design is horrible.
I don't think the level design is horrible, but I do think the chapter structure of Doom 1 is better.
Yeah.
I think the chapter structure
Civi
is so
11.
good.
No, I don't. I'm unfamiliar.
I mean, the thing that like this is like the thing that tells this is like my hot thing about like how alive is a game community is that the Doom community is so alive.
They're still so active.
They're still so alive. Like it is such a living game that there are multiple competing top 100 mods of the year list.
Yeah.
Like there
are full games built in Doom engine still to this day.
There are enough that you can do again top 100 lists every year and have like an actual competition over that. Like it's wild how alive that is. Overwatch was never that alive.
Yeah, no.
Overwatch never reached that level of like seriousness, impact, and life, and like blood. Like it just never even got there. No, Doom is like this is
Doom
like
is forever.
Doom is forever.
Doom is forever.
There's it's. I am with you that I did prefer Doom 1 to Doom 2. I think.
Yeah.
I
feel like Doom 2's level design starts off okay, and as you go through the game, it just gets so bad.
There's a couple levels
just
in there.
chuck shit at you.
There are a couple levels in there that are real slogs.
And then there's the flashing lights seizure rooms that are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of design in Doom 2 that's just really bad.
But
like, inexcusably bad.
Oh no, okay. No, I was gonna ask you. Like, but where would you put it? Like next to like almost any game made in the last 10 years.
Probably still better.
Yeah, like it's still like
a lot of games release every year and they're just bad.
Yeah, but
there's good games.
Yeah, good games come out every year.
They're good games. Pacific Drive came out recently-ish. That game's great.
I mean, 1000 Exorcists came out last year. Amazing.
Yeah, so Pacific Drive came out 2024. So yeah, last year.
Yeah, no. Last year's a competitive year for good games. Like, KXR did not actually make my top 10 list because I technically didn't play it. No, she means 2. She does not mean Eternal. She's not talking about Eternal.
I never played Eternal. I played 2016 and was very unimpressed, so I did not bother even trying Eternal.
I thought 2016 was a substantially better than average single-player first-person shooter. which leaves it
It's not. Yeah.
leaves it catastrophically far behind Doom 1 and 2. And I think
actually,
yeah.
no, go ahead.
It would be very difficult to convince me to play Eternal.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it.
Like I just like don't see why I would do this when I can boot up Doom or Heretic or Hexen.
Yeah, literally. Game, you feel different to play.
I mean, Doom's
do they?
similar.
I watch footage of Eternal and it's just the same thing. How is it different?
I'm curious. I'm always curious to hear
Yeah.
Hoomter's opinions on games. Because Hoomter has some unusual opinions.
They're much more mobile. I don't think that fixes the issues.
Yeah, I don't think it does either. The issues is like there's an engine limitation that prevents them from having more than a handful of enemies on the screen.
Yeah.
Like in the world at a time. And that like really kills a lot of the best part of Doom, which is like the way in which the levels are kind of like open-ended puzzles.
Yeah, so a lot of the issues with Doom, and especially I've seen, I can't speak for Eternal, but it seems the same, is it is a corridor into an arena, into a corridor, into an arena, and that's all you kind of do. That's all of Doom 2016. There's no openness. You can't run backwards into the last area. You are in an arena. And like that's fine. It just doesn't feel good to play.
I think so I would say like it's a case of too much of one thing. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's I think arenas are particularly in like a high like an ultra violent shooter like Doom is. I think that like arena sequences can be quite good. Like Doom, I don't think Doom 1 might have like one or two. Doom 1 has at least two. Doom 2 has a couple that I actually consider quite memorable and very good. But Doom 2016 it's just endless, man. It's like a cake that's like it's like an inch thick pancake with like 8 inches thick of frosting on top. It's just like it's just endless. It felt so repetitive by the end. I was so annoyed.
Such a chore to get through. Yeah.
I felt like it was like this is a game with like such cool combat and it has managed to become a slog.
Yeah, I don't understand how they did that.
Like
also, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
After the 100th finisher, I was so sick of seeing him.
I gotcha. That's understandable. That's pretty understandable.
If I could just like skip that.
And I of course have like the horrible
breaks the flow.
I have the horrible type of brain where like I feel compelled to use them as much as possible and like
yeah, no, same. If enemy glow I did finisher, I'm like I need to stop doing this because it's making the game less fun, but like it's optimal to do so.
It's so optimal to do. Like that's my thing is like this is like the game turned into like an optimization puzzle of like when to do finishers of like fist and chainsaw to like optimize my resource management. This is again why I like
pauses the fucking game.
Well, and this is again why I think the chapter structure of Doom 1 is an improvement. I think that like the structure of like the acquisition and pace of Doom is better and is more interesting when you reset periodically.
Yeah, I agree.
I think doing like about 8 levels before you do a full reset is way better than doing like 30 plus.
Yeah. It also forces you to go outside your comfort zone.
Yeah. Honestly, one of the things that I'm still struck by is one of the chapters from Heretic. Did you play Heretic?
Not all the way through.
Okay. So one of the chapters in Heretic, it's like you know how like the weapon balance is in Heretic, right?
Yeah.
So like the weapon balance in Heretic is very similar for the audience because way fewer people have played Heretic than Doom.
Yeah, Heretic is not going to be a well-known name. I don't think.
Heretic is by the same people who made Doom. It's very much fantasy Doom, to the point where like
same people.
Oh, not the same people. I thought it was the same.
No, Raven Software.
Okay.
It
Same
was the sequel to Hexen, right?
No, it's a prequel. Hexen's a sequel.
Oh, okay. No, I thought. Oh, yeah. No. You're right.
Yeah.
Both are Raven Software.
Yeah. I've played a lot of Hexen. I like Hexen a lot.
Yeah, I've played more Hexen. I have not played much Heretic.
Heretic is probably the overall better game, but I've got more
I could
emotions
probably
on
see that. Yeah.
Hexen. Honestly, it's mostly just like the interest. The enemies are way more interesting in Heretic. They like make way more interesting encounters in Heretic. Hexen enemies pretty much all can be. There's literally only one enemy that cannot be. There's literally two enemies. Literally two enemies in the entire game are not trivialized by circle strafing.
Yeah.
It's literally just Wendigos and the Heretic, who is the Heresiarch. I'm sorry, which is the hardest enemy in the game by a mile. like it's literally the boss that you fight twice and one enemy who is not even super common. Everybody else like cannot handle like you moving left and right because they just fire at whatever your location is.
Yeah.
In a line. And so but yeah, Heretic, so like your weapons are like, one is your staff, and it's just the fist. It's just the fist. And two is the crystal one, and it's just the pistol. And three is the bow, and it's just the shotgun. It's just the Doom shotgun. And so there's a level where you get like the first weapon you get is the chain gun. And if the chain gun equivalent, and like you're doing like multiple stages in a row with like the chain gun and the plasma rifle equivalent and no shotgun and no rocket launcher. And if you're familiar with Doom balance, and Heretic balance is very similar because it's a total ripoff.
It's rough.
It's your ammo. You have to be so careful about ammo. It's such a different experience when you can't use the shotgun and the rocket launcher for clearing up like easy encounters. Like when you're having to clear up easy encounters and like, am I going to like use frankly precious ammo or start like risking melee? Like it's so cool. I thought it was such a cool thing to like mix up how you play the game. Like that's one of the advantages of having like these relatively short campaigns. Like
I think they do a lot of interesting things with it, and it's unfortunate that they weren't brave enough to do that with 2016. And in fact, they kind of do the exact opposite. You have to cull maps for like missable permanent upgrades to your weapons.
Oh my god, I'm such like a scoundrel about it. We are in ads. We are in ads because the API is borked and it won't give me the ad warning in chat. So I keep on missing when it's coming. I only notice it's 8:30. So we are going to go onto the fan gallery so that me and Bug can use the bathroom and stretch, and we'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
surprise, we're taking a pivot away from video games to talk about conflicting messaging in media. And I think it's a big feature of serial media. And my example, my two examples that I like to go to, my two examples of media where like they cannot keep on fucking theme because of like, and it's for the same reason. Both of these is 2000 AD and Warhammer 40k.
Okay.
It's the same fucking reason, and which is also deeply unsurprising because one of the major inspirations for Warhammer 40k is 2000 AD. It's like 2000 AD.
I'm unfamiliar.
You
no,
know,
I'm completely unfamiliar.
You do know what 2000 AD is, at least in principle, because it's Judge Dredd.
I don't know what Judge Dredd is.
Come on, man.
No, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, the Judge Dredd is a comic series that has produced one bad Sylvester Stallone movie and one really, really good Carl Urban movie. Legitimately one of the best action films.
Okay.
And it's an action film post 2010, and it's like S tier, which is so rare.
So I should watch the Sylvester Stallone one, is what you're telling me.
Sylvester Stallone sucks. You might actually enjoy it quite a bit because there's some there's some very bad computer science in particular.
Ooh, okay. I love watching like 90s hacker movies because they're just saying fucking words.
Yeah, they're
I encrypted the firewall.
The one I remember from the Judge Dredd movie was so we've got this picture. But we're going to remove all the fake pixels. So we can see the real image underneath it.
The fake pixels.
Yeah.
They got fake pixels in pictures now? That's kind of cool.
Oh, thank you, DK, for the raid. Thank you. Welcome in, raids.
Welcome in.
It's the Gremlin raid. Welcome in. Welcome into Arya as well. Had a brief moment of panic of being like, I haven't seen this Arya emote before, so I'm not 100% sure that I'm looking at an Arya emote. But it is Arya. DK Diamantes-kun. I don't know if you intended.
Hello.
Oh, and Rini's, thank you for the resub for the 6 months. Hold on, I've got a bunch of shout outs. They're both new as of today. Excellent. Thank you, Gwen, for that. Hello.
They're really good.
They're really good.
They're really cute emotes, yeah.
Hello, Azlaria and Igner and Rini's and Igner again, and DK Diamantes and Gwen T, and Arya, and so that's DK Diamantes. DK Diamantes is a cool. Thank you for the gift sub to Arya. DK is a cool dude. He plays a lot of Monster Hunter. He's dootin' all the time in Monster Hunter Wilds, and Final Fantasy 14. I don't think you're dootin' in Final Fantasy 14. And thank you for the 1 month to yourself as well, DK. Wow, that's a lot of things happening all at once.
DK and Arya make me want to go back to play Final Fantasy 14 again.
I honestly have been considering going back to.
I've been thinking about it.
I'm gonna give the shout out to Arya while I'm thinking about this. Arya is a delight. Oh, you've been playing yes. Arya is a delight. She is so sweet.
Missed Arya Outer Wilds stream.
I need to go back and watch the VOD.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that VOD.
I've got some VODs to watch. Outer Wilds is like one of my favorite games of all time.
That game is so good.
This was like one of the real problems with me playing Dark Souls was that like I approached it from such a wrong direction that I was comparing it to Outer Wilds, and like that's not like a nice comparison.
Oh my god, yeah, that's you. Comparing Dark Souls and Outer Wilds is crazy.
me and EG did like a 4-hour stream where me and them were just talking about, like, I prepared an art history lecture on Outer Wilds. Like a lecture comparing Outer Wilds, like various art. Like I was taking screenshots of like various pieces of art in Outer Wilds and comparing it to like Mayan art and Greek art and stuff. It was so good.
Awesome.
It was so good. And also, hold on, because all of you came in at once. Shout out to Rinnies.
Yeah, also shout out to Rinnies for sure.
Rinnies is one of the streamers of all time. I got to do a very funny thing on her stream the other day that I'm very proud of. She was talking about gooners as a concept because Rinnies is a huge perv. And Rinnies was like, yeah, I'm used to Gooner meaning like a guy who like works for the mafia.
No, so I actually,
yeah.
it's funny you mentioned that because we had a whole conversation on stream yesterday about this.
Hell yeah. And Rinny's, you said now it means people like me.
So we have to reclaim the term gooner to mean just the fucking guys that are like, duh, I don't know, boss.
So I typed into chat and Rinny's read it out loud. Let's see if I can do it from memory. I was like, yeah, I'm used to thinking of it as like a mafia guy. And it's like, hey guys, we found a goon over here. Let's get the boys together and blow his back out. And Rennie's like read it word for word and didn't understand what I had done until she got to the last word. So you just like see her just like fall off a cliff at the end.
Gooners as a concept. So much better than
Hey boys. Honestly, one of the moments that lives rent free in my head. I think I just have a permanent tab open to it. Is a specific Clio IT clip where Jets is doing that accent.
That's good.
It's there it is. The Goomba Jets.
Okay, let me check this clip.
Should I play it on stream? Should I like take a break from my own stream to play a different person's stream? I think I might have to do this.
This is such a good clip.
It's so good. It's like, it's perfect. It's like, Jets is so fucking funny. Like,
this clip goes on so much longer than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring it up. Okay, hold on. Gotta grab the window grab. Hey, gabagoo. And
you could practice it. I believe in you, Rinnies.
I think Rinnies is actually not that bad. Is actually like not bad at it already. Like Rinnies does the kind of like Italian American accent, like not too bad. Like I've heard her do it. Like I don't think you're bad at all. Hold on, now I've got to add a new sound capture here. Audio output capture. Device. Oh god, you have to capture by device. Fuck me. Is there a way to do just like window audio capture?
Yeah, it's audio. It's application audio capture in OBS.
Application audio capture. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Create new. There it is. Hey,
the double bug. I'm doubled. Maybe am I good now?
I don't see you doubled.
Oh
no, I see how. I know what happened. I know what happened. It's because I added the audio output capture. That's why.
Did you fix it?
Double audio. I'm just killing it because like I don't want that. Like it's not what I'm looking for.
Okay. Am I fixed? Am I better? I'm not a robot anymore.
She's better. There we go. I had two windows open, so I had to make sure I had the right one open. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
So we're watching the Gabagool together as a family. I love this. We're just watching. We're just stealing somebody else's content.
We're React streamers now.
Call me little Jimmy because I'm a tall guy. I'm gonna fucking mess you up. You come my side of town, you're gonna get bonked. That's how we do it around here. I don't make the rules. I
Tiny
choose
little
the
Jets
man.
is
Okay,
so
he's
good.
the man. I'm the little guy. By the little guy, I mean the big guy. Okay, because I know the business. You don't know the business. You've been around this house, but you're brand new. You don't understand it. Frankly, you should leave. In fact, you should have left an hour ago, but you're still standing there. If you keep standing there, I'm gonna fuck you up, okay? I'll tell Bobby, I'll tell Timmy, and they'll come over here, and they'll miss you. I'm gonna stop. Why did you let me keep going? Why did you just let me keep going? Why? Why did you... I'm crying. Why did you just let me keep going?
I just love that so much. It's so good.
I love when Jets finally goes like breaks characters. Like, why did you let me keep going? Why didn't you stop me?
Why didn't you stop me? I love it so much. I love those two. Jets is perfect.
So funny.
Jets is the perfect the perfect being.
The perfect goon.
The perfect goon. The perfect goon.
On this day, truly, we're all a gooner.
one of the least horny VTubers out there. one of the few VTubers for whom like people can like might actually mean it when they say does not know what sex is.
That's so funny.
But oh my god,
such a good clip.
It's such a good clip. Hello, Nano. Hello. Jets. We watched my favorite Jets clip.
Yeah.
As a family.
Gabagoo.
Yeah, the Italian American accent's fun to make fun of. I need to like get better about like getting into accents on command, because I like can kind of do a Southern accent, I can kind of do the Italian accent, and I'm working on the transatlantic accent, but it always takes like I always have to like warm up into it. I guess I'm getting a little better with the Southern. The Southern does start to come through a little easier to me now, but it almost feels like it's a bit of a mind shift to go into it.
I can't do any
follow
accents.
my meaning. If you reckon where I am coming from, it's a going right now, Nyano Man. So I don't know if you feel that my Georgia gentleman sounds very similitudinous to you, but I feel like I've got at least something going on here. Wrong,
okay,
but
no,
true.
Yeah. I can't do any additional accents. I just have the California, California special.
You have General American dialect. You have the Iowa accent. Did you know about this piece of history? I think this is neat.
No.
Before World War II, let's do it. Pre-World War II, the accent for broadcasters was the transatlantic accent.
Oh yeah, the transatlantic is very silly.
But the transatlantic accent has a couple of problems. First, the big problem, the small problem is there's not actually, like, you don't speak it natively. You have to teach people as adults how to do it. Nobody grows up with a transatlantic accent. It's insane. Correct. So like, you have a training pipeline for people to learn the accent.
Okay.
And the other part is that it's actually not the most understandable.
Yeah.
It's actually not the most like coherent and understandable accent. It turns out that the most coherent and understandable accent for Americans of different accent types, like the accent that like all of us can kind of hear and understand even back in 1940, is Iowa. So they start. So it's like there's a band in like northern Iowa, southern Wisconsin, and southern Minnesota, and like a little bit of Illinois, like far western Illinois. It's kind of like a rectangle there, where people from there speak with this accent that I am using right now, and so like they just started recruiting broadcasters from there. Starting in the 50s, and so now that's just like the accent.
It's the accent.
It's General American dialect, and it's really cool that the it's cool and interesting to me that like I live in Brooklyn, and people ask me about the Brooklyn accent. I'm like, the youngest person I know with the Brooklyn accent is Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Like the affectation is flat, much like the land. It's true. And yes, Arya, it's not just that it was a sign of privilege, but that it was deliberate. Like the design of General American dialect, or the choice of General American dialect, is for comprehensibility. But the transatlantic accent is designed and cobbled together to be like an American sounding affectation of British upper class.
It sounds so weird.
And I can kind of do it, but I always have to like put myself in like announcer brain. I can only do it if I'm like specifically doing an impression of the sports announcer from Legend of Korra.
I know Morph's been working on it. And
yeah,
it's
Morph has been working on it
really hard.
Yeah, no, he was on here last week and we were talking about it. He was doing better at it, but he's got like the Italian American, like he slips into it.
Yeah, he's really good at the Italian American one. Because he's like really good at replicating voices, but for some reason the transatlantic accent just like it's the struggle one. That's the struggle.
I think part of the struggle is that like he's been using JFK as a bit of his inspiration, but he is not willing to draw it out and use those and ers. I'm not doing a good transatlantic there. That's a very bad transatlantic. I've done better. I've done better. I swear to God, I've done better. But he's not. He's trying to keep it like clipped in, like professional sounding. But he's also trying to draw from JFK, who doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't work super. It's not like cohering yet. It's not gelling yet. I don't think he's hit it yet. Oh my God!
Like a lot of.
Go ahead. Peko Neko just reminded me that I got to teach Peko Neko something really funny a couple of weeks ago. Peko Neko's Chilean.
Okay.
And Peko Neko and a couple of my other viewers from South America did not know until I was on stream. I think somebody was on. I was like in a collab, and like the collab mate backed me up on this. That Americans really like Latin American accents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They fucking do. I mean, USians love those accents. Like. They fucking do. They really fucking do. Yeah. Bugs just
yeah. No, that's just like a thing here.
Yeah. It's and like I think Pekka Neko or somebody else was like, I can imagine it being the Caribbean accent. Like, I assure you, we are not discriminating enough to tell the difference between a Dominican accent and a Mexican accent. We are not that good.
The average American doesn't know of most accents apart. I'm gonna be real.
Rolling R's is a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie. Rolling R's is, but it's not just the rolling R's, because like I can roll my R's and it just sounds funny.
I can't roll my R's, but it's because I'm tongue tied.
You're tongue tied.
Huh.
So like Chinese would also be hard for you then.
Yeah.
And Hindi.
Mm-hmm.
Those would also pose challenges. Oh yeah, the
because I took Spanish classes for like several years. I don't remember any of it.
Brutal.
But like every time we had to do pronunciations, I can't roll R's. I have spent like months and months of effort trying to learn it. I don't think my tongue has the ability to move in the way to create that sound.
To roll an R, okay, because like my way of understanding how I roll my R's. So yeah, practicing. Pero is actually harder than practicing. Yeah, like it's my way of understanding.
I was told by several people that I can't unless I get my tongue tie fixed.
Okay, I don't know what the tongue tie mean. Like
you know the thing on the bottom of your tongue?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really far forward for me.
Okay, mine's pretty far forward.
I can't it's like if my mouth is open, I can't touch the roof of my mouth at all.
This is now making me self-conscious about my own tongue, because mine is kind of like you can. Oh yeah. I'm almost as bad as that. I can touch some of the roof of my mouth, but not all of it with my.
I can only touch the roof of my mouth when my mouth is fully closed.
Okay, that's gonna make Chinese impossible. That's gonna make Chinese. Make Chinese like fully like not an option. The stupid mouth not built for beautiful thrilled. I think
Rinny's gets me. Rinny understands.
Rinny's understands.
Rinny understands me.
Yeah, see the thing is, Peko, that does not
you're doomed. That's exactly what I'm saying.
You know,
and that's I think that counts as a cosmetic surgery, so it wouldn't be like insurance or anything. I would have to pay out of pocket, and I'm not doing that.
I mean, just get some scissors.
You're horrific.
I'm making myself sweat just even thinking about that. This is like not my sense of humor. I'm having to just playing off of you. It's like going way out of character for me. It's like,
even Chad's just like, what the fuck?
It's like, that's not normal for me. Like way outside of my comfort zone on doing the yes and
just but does Japanese rolls R's too?
No,
right?
no, they've got the liquid R.
Oh,
so it's like it's like R. So like we have an R and L are actually pretty similar tongue shapes.
Okay.
They kind of like land in between those.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I have to think hard in order to get into my Japanese accent. Arya might be more critical. I hope Arya's very nice, so I don't think she would be more critical. But some people have told me my Japanese accent is like pretty okay. Hold on.
Certain Japanese accents roll.
私の日本語は僕の日本語はちょっと下手だけど、日本語の単語はという文化は何ですか？留学生. Okay, like kind of like that. 留学生. Like you can kind of hear it a little bit. It's a little bit phlegmy. It's like not, and mine is like I'm going pretty close to just like an American R on my Japanese accent because I'm lazy. So but like sometimes it'll be people go like straight into the L. I mean, Arya, I'm looking for critique. Bakayaro. Yeah, bakayaro. And that's like a slightly different thing because you're rolling like in your throat. It's like by being very good. Is how you do that. Is how you do the bakayaro.
Okay, if it's rolling in the throat, I could probably do it. If it's tongue related, I'm doomed. It's over.
Yeah, my Japanese is higher than my English, and I think it's largely because like my voice got deeper because of the COVID scarring, and like I learned my Japanese way before then, so I haven't like really adjusted my Japanese to it.
I need to learn Japanese.
A lot of people do have the different voice for Japanese. Yeah. Yeah, my Minecraft villager is very good.
Inari said she would help me learn Japanese, but I've been lazy.
I have been drilling my kanji. I am up to almost 1400. And that's my fundamental. And you have a different personality. Arya, there's something deeply funny to me about the possibility that you are actually a villain when you are speaking Japanese. That you're not just a person who says that you're a villain, but is actually a complete sweetheart. There's something that's very funny to me about the fact that like the evil is stored.
What
in
if she is? What if she's evil?
Well, the Japanese is where I store the evil.
What if Arya is evil?
what if evil Arya?
That'd be fucked up. Because Arya's like one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Oh yeah. No, Arya's insanely nice. Arya's amazing. Have you seen, you watch Arya? So you Arya's Arya's pinned message on all of her streams is the funniest fucking pinned message.
Oh wait, I don't think I've been there for a few streams now.
That wasn't meant to be a wink.
Funnier in English.
Oh, you can actually like wink well on your VTuber model. I can barely wink in real life, and my tracking on my eyes is not great. So like, pretty sure it's not coming through at all.
No, so I'm using AirKit. So it's very.
Yeah, I'm not. But yeah, Arya's pin message on her streams is she will time you out if you buy a sub or donate, and if anybody buys an anonymous sub, she ends stream immediately.
Oh, is that still the case?
It was last time I checked.
Okay, that's so funny because yeah, that was the case for a long time, but I didn't know if it was still the case.
Kara rocks, by the way.
It's still like that? I understand. I panic anytime someone subs.
Oh,
I don't know why. I just like I do this like for work, so like I shouldn't, but like it's I'm the same way.
Lightweight.
Lightweight.
Kara did a very funny thing where she was like really insistent that she was not a lightweight. Like she's in like my chat. Like it was on
yeah.
Like I was streaming and she was in chat and she was like really insisting that she could like really handle her liquor. And then like a couple of days later she like DMs me and she was like, I'm so drunk, I had 2 beers.
Wait, no, that's like me. I'm such a lightweight. It's so bad.
And then like we had like a Discord hangout that was entirely us just like watching Kara be drunk.
I was playing I think I was playing Gundam and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some brandy, and I had like a double shot. I was just like fucked for the rest of the night, and I was just like, I barely had anything.
It was 2 shots of apple crowd. That doesn't that change. This is the same as amount of alcohol as 2
Wait, that's
beers.
the same. That's 2 beers. A shot is like the same as a beer.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, granted, that's like you down chugging a beer, but like it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's alcohol wise is the same. It's so funny. It's so funny. I love it. Kara's amazing. I love Kara.
I love apple.
You can't tell them how it should be. I can't. Like I actually can't because I don't know how to do it without like actually doxing. It's like actually a problem. Like you've been protected by VTuber rules.
It will happen again at Off Kite. Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Go to Off Kite.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I had to move.
Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful.
I mean, moving was nice. Like,
yeah.
I get not the fact of moving, but being able to go into like a bigger place. Like, I have an office now.
That is good. That is good. I
To compete, you have to compete.
I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop Kara, but like this is just what she's like all the time. This is just like what she is like all the time.
I'm the lightest weight I know.
Yeah, no, Kara's extremely competitive and stubborn and also like cannot deliver. And she gets flustered very easily. It's very funny. It's very, very funny.
I believe in Kara.
Kara, you have to take care of yourself.
See, I believe in Kara. Everyone else is a Kara like non-believer. They're Kara doubters here. I believe in you, Kara.
I believe in Kara, but not necessarily in that way. I adore Kara, but I definitely view her as a particularly funny small child or pet. So
you can always train the tolerance, but just drink more often. I mean, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That is how you do it.
I will say, like training up your alcohol tolerance is like a silly thing to do.
yeah, literally.
It's a very silly thing.
It just becomes more expensive.
It just becomes like what you want to do is you want to know your limits. Like that's the actual part. That's the actual skill.
Yeah.
Like know how drunk you get off of different amounts of alcohol. Like that's like what the actual thing is, and like I understand that you are proving something by I understand that, like, you're proving something, particularly from like a masculinity perspective, by being the type of person who can just like chug like like a bottle of whiskey. But it's also like, first of all, like you're making it more expensive to get the same results. Second of all, and like non-trivially, that is doing permanent damage to your liver.
Yeah.
Like it's like you aren't like really doing yourself favors. You're losing money in
it's a
ways.
lose in every way.
Yeah, it is only a win for like proving to a certain type of guy that you're tough.
It's a big win to the alcohol industry.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
What do you think of the dear poor alcohol industry? They're
going to be doing so well in the next 2 years. They're going to be they're in such a good
I'm sure they're already
God.
doing so well right now.
I'm sure they're doing fine right now. they're a counter-cyclical industry, so it's they're going to be eating well the next couple of years.
Yep.
Three liver lobes. I only need one. Nano.
You only need one.
Nano. Nano, don't be like this.
Does everyone have 3 liver lobes?
I mean, unless you lost them.
I googled it. It says there are 4.
Oh, so Nano. So I guess you do have 3, but you're down 1.
I googled it. There's left. There's right, left. I think caudate and quadrate. My dyslexia made that really rough to read. So yeah, everyone has 4. Except Nano, who has 3. One's already gone.
Yeah, Nano's already...
Which one's gone?
Good old Lefty.
No!
Sacrifice to the cause.
I'll miss you, Lefty.
The cause of the alcohol industry.
There was a bit when I was quitting smoking, I would make this bit of like, what will the tobacco industry do without me?
Oh God. Oh man. People don't pick up smoking.
No, it's really bad. Don't do it.
If
you want to smoke something, and you're in a place where it is legal, just smoke some weed. But preferably don't smoke anything. It's so bad.
It's so rough. It's so rough.
It's so bad.
I don't usually black out when I drink. I tend to get more affectionate when I drink.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah.
I'm a very lovey drunk.
Yeah, I very much am. I have americium from smoke detectors exclusively. The most expensive habit. Such an expensive habit. That's gonna give you like that's gonna give you brain damage.
Yeah.
I don't know what americium does chemically, but I know what it does nuclearly, and it's the answer is a lot, which is not one of those things you want in your brain, like right in the middle of your head. You don't want things that are doing a lot of nuclear.
I mean, what has radium ever done to nobody?
You get stressed out when you don't get hugs when drunk. Arya, I give hugs very freely when I'm sober. And if we get to meet up sometime, I promise you, Arya, you will get all of the hugs you want. It is very hard for somebody to have too many hugs for me.
I'm one of those drunks where like if it's somebody I'm like really familiar with, I am giving you I'm gonna be hugging you too many times when I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm a super huggy guy. I come from a family that's like we hug each other every like literally like every time we see each other. Like in the same household. Like we bump into each other like while doing chores and like we give each other hugs. It's like an extremely huggy family.
Sorry, my wife came in the room to say hi because she just got home.
Hell yeah, bug wife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my family's really huggy too. We hug like constantly.
Hell yeah. No, highly recommend hugs. Yeah, the bug wife.
Yeah, the wife.
Do we
Is this surprising? Is this surprising, Nano?
I think Nano is merely expressing that he want wife too.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, understandable. Oh man, but yeah, no, we've gotten so off track here. I have no idea what the fuck we were on about.
We're talking about alcohol.
Like
I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter what we talk about.
It don't matter. I mean, we did come here mostly to talk about nostalgia and mostly mostly that amounted to me being like, my core thing of just like, Metal Gear Solid 1 is not nearly as good as I remember it being.
I also remember it being better. I think I'm less harsh on it, and like granted I haven't been through all of it again, but I think I'm less harsh on it than you are. But yeah, no, it is not as good as I remember it.
Yeah, it's
I'm still Kara saying I believe in Kara. Do you not believe in Kara? Everybody's a Kara doubter, but me. I believe in Kara. I used to be I love you drunk and almost sleep drunk. Wait, me too. Hoopter, you're so real for that. That's me too.
I've got to say that if I'm not a sleepy drunk, and I'm pretty glad I'm not a sleepy drunk. I think that'd be that's something that I should not be. That would be rough.
I get so tired. It's because I'm getting older. As I get older with age, the more sleepy I get.
Oh, I have like such bad sleep problems that like
me too.
If something like makes it easier for me to sleep, it's like really hard to resist the siren's call. Yeah, ancient bug. The ancient bug. That ancient bug. Ancient bug is definitely a Monster Hunter item that hasn't been implemented yet. Or it was implemented some point in time. I know there's God bug.
I thought there was ancient bug.
There might be.
No, I guess
there's
not.
ancient horn. I think there's ancient hornfly.
Maybe.
But like.
Yeah, there's. I feel like ancient bug was like 3rd gen item, but maybe.
Okay, I mean it might have been. I've literally only played World and Wild.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Literally only played World.
Back when, man, you used to have to craft the pickaxes that you went mining with. And the sharpening stones for your weapons. Monster Hunter used to kind of suck. Adult nap time? I mean, doesn't like Spain do that?
I mean, you can have adult nap time. I took a nap this afternoon.
Spain.
I've been having this horrible sleep problem where I can't sleep for more than 4 hours straight. So like I need to like sleep multiple times during the day.
Yeah. Okay. In Spain, they have like a set time where like businesses close from like 3 to 5, and it's where people take naps.
Polyphasic sleep is a thing, but I don't really want it. I want to be like getting sleep that's actually more restful.
Is polyphasic sleep where you sleep in like 4-hour shifts?
Yeah,
whatever?
That's kind of what I've been doing, and it's not been great because it just means I'm just like tired
sucks.
all the fucking time.
Yeah, I used to do I used to sleep 4 hours, and then 8 hours later I would sleep 4 hours. So every 8 hours I would sleep 4 hours, and let me tell you, that shit fucking sucks. I had to do it for work, but it was not worth it. It's sleep 8 hours is awesome. Oh, we're talking about nostalgia now. Yeah, 8 tracks, CRT TVs, and cheap gas.
Kara doesn't know what a 33 is. It's over, bros. Kara's like 22.
That'll do it.
Baby.
I was born in 2000.
I also love doing this to her. I also do know that she's 25 and I'm just fucking with her.
L.
L, imagine being older than 9/11.
I remember, like,
Says
it's so
guy
crazy.
who has flown many times before 9/11.
I feel like that's like a test for me at this point. If you don't remember 9/11, you're young. You are like young to me.
Yeah.
But if you remember 9/11, you're like, I feel like you could call yourself older, even though if you're not.
What's the old young divide?
Yeah, it was 9/11. That's the old young divide for me. It's going to be different per person.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have their own kind of divides about it. I mean, like I've thought about they still let people out on the tarmac. I've definitely walked on the tarmac. The more crazy thing about pre 9/11 movies, thank you. On a scale of 1 to 9/11, the crazier thing is like being able to walk up to the gate without a ticket.
I never flew ever.
Okay.
I still haven't.
That's one that tends to throw people. Like never flown. Okay.
Never.
Okay.
I've never flown.
Shit. That's like that's like the big concern with me for going to off-Kai. I'm not like afraid of flying, but I do not like dealing with TSA.
Yeah, I don't know. I've
like
never had the reason to fly. There's never been a point in my life where I'm like, I need to fly somewhere.
My family is very spread out. So like flying like for family reunions is like pretty important.
That's fair.
Every
family reunion takes place here,
countries.
so every family reunion takes place where I live, so I just
hang out.
Yeah,
just hang out. My challenge with my last 4 times I've flown in a row, I have gotten a mandatory pat down, and they just like they're not like I've worked jobs like where they had like real security, and it's like I can tell that they're not really doing a pat down.
No, they're not doing anything.
They're just grabbing my dick. Like
you're just getting groped at the airport.
Yeah, I'm just being molested. I'm just being sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
By like a weird guy. Like
yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah,
I definitely want to fly more now.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Like the main thing that might stop me from going to off-Kai is like, do I really want to get my dick grabbed that much? Like,
these are the important questions we all have to think about on a daily basis, you know?
Siamese, I have been to airports that are not in the US that did do serious security, and it is a crazy difference.
Yeah.
It is.
That is what I've heard.
Yeah, I have been to an airport where like when they do a pat down, and when they do the pat down, you have to go into like a 4 meter by 4 meter cleared area where there's just one other person in there with you, and you stand up on top of a box while they do the pat down, and a guy's pointing a machine gun at you the whole time. Like, they are not fucking around. They are not. That was an airport where they had a suicide bomber, like, concern.
I would do it, yeah.
Yeah, so,
18 hours?
It was Mumbai. It was Mumbai.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
18-hour flight sounds fucking miserable.
See, Humter, I'm a white cis dude, and I still get my dick grabbed every single fucking time. They're just dicks. Gone through security twice with an X-Acto. Oh my god. Oh my god, Blue. Yeah, I've done
I've done. I could not sleep in an airplane.
I can sleep on transit pretty easily. I
can sleep in a car.
I can sleep in cars so readily that it's like a problem for taking long road trips. Like
I'm so jealous.
I have to no like when I like drive to DC, which is something I do like with some frequency. I have to take breaks because I start falling asleep at the wheel.
Oh my god!
Like it's like a problem. Like
no, but
I can only drive like 2 hours at a stretch.
Even if I'm like a passenger, I can't fucking sleep in the car, no matter how long the road trip is. I was up for 40 hours once because we were on a road trip.
Oh my god!
I just couldn't sleep the whole time.
Oh my god, that's awful.
It's impossible. I cannot sleep in a car. It does not happen.
I fall asleep on buses and trains all the time.
I used to be able to sleep in cars, and then I don't know what happened. You're a good co-pilot then? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like I'm so tired, so not really. Like if I'm barely there mentally because I've been up for a trillion hours. Wait, suppose. Let it for play having slept 8 hours and passed down the car. La-di-da.
I feel insane because I have like really bad insomnia. I definitely have like I'm actually a very bad sleeper, but I can still sleep on like it isn't actually like a question of like I can sleep on like buses very easily.
Yeah.
I can sleep on like couches. I can sleep on all sorts of surfaces. It's just like any falling asleep is hard for me. It's just like my body not getting sleepy at a reasonable rate.
So I'm very, very particular with sleep. The only way I can fall asleep is I have to take a sleep med, and I have to be in my bed, and I have to have two very specific blankets on me, or I can't fall asleep. And I have to be on my side.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not like that at all.
I've for an experiment, I tried to sleep an entire night by laying on my back.
Yeah.
Nope.
I sleep a lot. I have this thing where like if I sleep in the same way or position too frequently, it stops working. So like I have to like sleep confusion with like my bed surfaces.
Oh, actually, you know what's funny? My mom has that.
Okay, yeah. I often sleep in a hammock.
She has to switch where she's sleeping or the way she's sleeping often, or she can't sleep anymore.
Yeah, okay. So I'm glad like somebody else has it, because other people are like, no, you need to do the same thing every single fucking time.
No. So like they're like for like a month, she'll be unable to sleep in her bed. She has to sleep in the living room on the couch. It's the only place she can fall asleep. And then she'll stop being able to sleep in there. So she has to go sleep like on a hammock in the backyard. It's random. I can't sleep. I have to sleep in the exact same position, or I can't sleep.
Wow. My mom also has horrible sleep problems. I definitely like get it from her. I think I've got worse than her. But one of the things that's been like incredibly funny to me is that like the one place my mom finds it really easy to sleep is the movie theater.
Okay.
So like you're paying like $10 to take like you're paying like $10 to take a 2-hour nap. And like the number of times we've like gone to a theater and like she's like gone by the time the commercials end.
The only time I've fallen asleep in a theater is God, that movie is fucking boring. I don't even remember what it was. It was some like historical movie and it was terrible and I just dozed off during it. Slept through the whole thing.
Well, that's why you don't remember what it was.
Yeah, but I don't even remember the name.
I mean, I can say that for myself, loud noises don't tend to be too much of an issue. Blue, you live in the same area as me. She's also a Brooklyner. I have a first floor street facing apartment. I fall asleep to traffic and jackhammers all the time. Like, noise is not usually too much of a problem. If it's really bassy, that can be a problem because like if I can feel it reverberating in my chest, then like my body like starts interpreting that as like almost like an anxiety symptom. It's like, you have something to be anxious about. You should figure out what that is. It's like, well, fuck me. But
also, I'm sorry if that was being picked up by my audio. I had fabric on my desk for sewing, and I was just tearing at it, just like passively. And then I realized this might be loud.
I couldn't hear it.
Okay, perfect.
Google noise suppression is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Just
making sure. Because yeah, it's just like because I do a lot of sewing for like because I don't buy a lot of clothes, I just fix them, and I just have scraps of fabric on my desk still.
Hell yeah. We are running up on hour 4, which is about when you said you wanted to head out.
Yeah, I do need to get stuff done today. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. This
was very fun.
Hell yeah. You've got stuff to do. You've got the wife to spend some time with. What do we want for the raid message? Do we have a
Wait, hold on. We could do. I don't know the message, but we could do.
So here's the emotes I was gonna use.
Okay, I was gonna do that, but with the beetle emoji.
Oh, the beetle. Okay, the beetle instead.
The beetle.
The beetle does have the brighter, has the more correct colors. Okay, so,
the old man emoji is so funny to me.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
He looks so funny.
Let's go with that.
Yep.
Just
yeah. Good.
Just
yeah.
I would use my own emotes if you want to. We're going to raid out to people who are doing also a Just Chatting collab. I hope I catch them before they end. But it is my good friend VexenCat is doing a presentation on her time in Japan. That's what we're going to raid out to. Hold on. But let's do the more professional thing. Let's do the more professional thing. Shout out at BugVT. If you did not already follow Bug and you did not see the name in the title of the stream, you should follow Bug. Bug is my good friend. Bug is good. Bug is fun. Bug is extremely easy to talk to and hang out with. And thank you for stopping by. It's always good to have you. It's always good to have you. One of these days we will actually we'll
play a game.
Sometimes we will play a game. I'm still laughing about the like we wanted to play a game once and I put it up to a poll. I was like, do you even want us to play a game? And it was like a unanimous like, no, just keep yapping.
Chad, don't worry. Only 5 more minutes until Monster Hunter, okay? Just keep waiting. It'll be 5 minutes and then we'll play Monster Hunter, okay?
Do you have anything cool coming up soon, Bug?
Oh, we have a thing. We're doing a very special event on Saturday.
Ooh, okay.
At 4:20. 4:20 for 420.
Okay. I will
definitely tune in.
Is that when you say we? Is that who else is?
It's like a 20-person thing.
Oh God. Okay.
It's a big thing.
I'm working all day, so the chance that you'll see me there is very low. But yeah. Thank you for being here, and hopefully we'll do this again soon. We are going to raid Miss Vex, who is a dear friend, and she is presenting a presentation on her trip to Japan that she did recently.
That sounds fun.
To her friend Yuki, who lives in Japan. So seems like a strange one to me, but who am I to judge? All right. Everybody
Bye,
have a good night. Bye. Oh, also, yeah. Go there if you want more of me. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.